Here we go.
Hey, what is up? We ain't been on this thing for 2 weeks.
Y'all hear me okay?
Yeah. So we haven't been on for a couple of weeks. How was you all's break? Actually, Hilda, I haven't seen you. Look, I didn't technically say
it like that.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I don't want you to take it in that manner, but I have seen you. But how was your off time, guys? While we were not recording.
Well, the way that I am, even when we're not recording, I'm still super busy. And that's just what my life is about to be for the next couple of weeks. I've been dealing with some things with friends and family and splitting my time here and there. So, that's what I'm in the transition of getting things set up because, y'all probably going to be seeing lists of me for the next couple of months. Well, we talk about that offline.
Yeah.
However, it was enjoyable. I called April to kick off of birthday season because that's when um, those of y'all who know me know it's 7 children involved in this situation, and everybody's birthdays are in April, June, August, and September. So Miranda celebrated her 9th birthday this weekend, and we had the little drive-by situation, and it was fun. She didn't expect it, and she was actually shocked. I'm tired because there was a lot of folk that drove by, and a lot of them just kind of congregated. And yeah, but thank y'all for coming out.
I'm glad that people were able to come out and enjoy Miranda's birthday. That was cool. I saw the pictures. I couldn't do the drive by because I was on the doggone track field, but that's yeah.
Okay.
Wendy, how was your break?
Well, last weekend, I took Joshua to Nashville at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel Resort. You should take your sons, or especially Jalen, because it has. Excuse me, you guys. I have sinuses. You should take your son, Faith, because it has the sound waves, and that's the water park that's inside the hotel. So basically, the hotel is close. Is right, like it's like right next door to the Opera Mills Mall. But you really
Yeah.
don't need to go anywhere because that
No.
hotel is huge. I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
humongous.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm saying literally after we got back, I have a big massager. I was massaging my whole legs. My legs was burning because all that walking that I was doing in that hotel. I kind of felt like I was in The Shining.
Yeah, not the Shining.
'Cause-
Did the twins come up off the
yeah, but
elevator?
other than that, Josh, Josh had a good time with his friend.
That's good.
And I was like, yeah. Yep, I passed up on a $98 coach purse. It would have been $349, but it was 70% off. And then I was about to get it until Joshua called me and said, Mom, I need you to come to GameStop. I said, "Mom."
If you had got one, I was gonna get one too, girl. We was gonna be had Magic Coach person. I was like, hey,
Man.
let me cash out you this money real quick. Uh, so I have been on the track field with my child the last couple of weekends. It's not been fun. Previous weekend I was out there till 4 something. Almost 5 o'clock. My carrot cake that I had told Tamika and Makita's to hold on for me was almost sold. That's just how I was not happy about that at all. And so this yesterday it was a little probably about 3ish. Still a little long for me. I don't know why his races are not. I really wish y'all go and get the short races out the way. Don't be putting the long races in between. I know y'all want folk to support. I just don't want to be out there all day. I just don't want to do it. He runs the short races and he does the long jump. Let's go and get that out the way so I can go home. That's how I feel. I just, and it's not, so football is not as bad because now he's on the older team and I ain't got to be there. I have to be there at the butt crack of dawn. So I'm loving that because normally the older teams play last because everybody want to see the older kids play. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to be out there till 11 o'clock. Praise the Lord. I'm with that. I'm okay with that. So I don't think football is about to be that much of a big deal for me. I'm hoping and praying not come football season. But this track thing, I don't know. He wanted to continue training, so here we are. Real quick though, secret. He about to go out of town. He don't know it yet. He going to the Great Wolf Lodge with his best friend for his best friend's birthday. So guess where I ain't got to be Saturday? On the track field. Ah! Look at the Lord. Won't he do it?
Sleep late. You can sleep late.
Sleep late,
You can
girl.
sleep late. Won't he do it?
I go get some drinks somewhere. I could go to brunch. Girl.
All of that.
Hold on. You can drink the night before and be drunk.
Man.
You have a hangover.
Sure can. Okay. He don't know. So I've been like secretly trying to pack him up. Going to go get things for him. He didn't know why he was trying on trunks earlier this week. So I was like, oh God, I gotta get you another pair of trunks. But why am I trying on these trunks? Boy, the summertime coming up.
Sam's have them. Yeah, Sam's got them for like $9.
Really? Okay.
And then hold on. Then they got huge beach towels for $9. Oversized beach towels.
Then they got some swimming shoes.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
They do. Just go down that little shoe aisle because normally they do.
I just need to. If they got some swim shoes, then bet I'm going to Sam's tomorrow.
And then you know those the shirts they got there was it's UV protected and stuff.
Yeah,
they got those too.
Okay, I might.
Josh
That's probably where I'm gonna go because that's really that's all I have to get. I think I got everything else for him that he needs. I just need to get that stuff and make sure he packed up so he can go buy that. Hallelujah. So I'm excited about that. So he leaves Thursday. Praise God. So yeah, he doesn't know. And he's not around. I think he just stepped back outside to go talk to one of his friends. So hopefully he didn't hear me at all because it's supposed to be a surprise for the friend. And they talk every day. So the mama didn't want to risk him telling the friend.
Right.
So yeah.
Because these children don't hold water.
They don't. He can't hold it. Yes, I can. No, actually you can't, sir.
No,
actually you cannot. Yeah.
It's not your ministry.
Right. Yeah, right. Okay, so I guess we're going to get on. We're doing our topics today, y'all, since we've been out for a couple of weeks. I think we're going to do our topics for this week and next week, if I'm not mistaken. Just to get caught up. But first, we're going to give our fellow Memphian her shine. I'm super excited about this. If y'all remember a few weeks back, we talked about Cameron Hamilton, who was going up for HGTV's Design Star. Well, guess what? Cameron done won. So we are so excited. I do not know Cameron personally, but whenever I see something like this, I have to holler. You see this right here? This is something that she has put together for photos. This is on her website. I didn't even know girlfriend had a whole website. Like, she been out here doing this. And I'm super duper excited for her. I cannot wait to see what her show is. I know she does do-it-yourself concepts, that sort of thing. And she will come in and design for you. I might hire Cameron. Her price probably going to go up, though, because she on HGTV when I get this house.
Yeah, she's about to have a show, right?
Is she still in Memphis? Is she still...
according to the website,
she based. I know she's from Memphis, but
I think she's been still living here, and still her business has been based out of Memphis. I could be very, very wrong because I know some people who personally know her, and somebody was like, "Okay, so listen, I need to do my house for your show." So I don't know. According to the website, I thought it was based here, but I could be extremely wrong. I could be so wrong.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, we'll check out because I'm just saying, listen, Cameron, if you hear me, girl, I'm getting ready to get a house. I need you to come in and just make it home for me, girl. I could put some little accent pieces together and a picture on the wall. What you say?
I said she can come take my whole house apart. I won't be offended or embarrassed. She can come in.
That's what I'm saying. Girl, help. Help, girl, help. Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Congratulations to Cameron. Yeah, congratulations to Cameron. My hats go off to her. I guess we'll get into this mess. Thank you. I was looking for that.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't
inserted
Donna's
it for
guy.
you.
Okay.
It
Well,
wasn't.
looking at her, I'm going back to Cameron right quick. I'm looking at her. I googled her, and her newbie interiors is based out of Cordova. Actually, in her, it
Yeah,
looks like
that's what I
her
thought. I
apartment.
thought I saw. Yeah, I thought I saw here on the website when I went
Okay,
looking around. Okay,
that's
now
even better.
Go to the
yes,
reality.
I just need her to come on. I know you finna be a big star girl, but it's a couple of people need some little renovate little design things going on.
Yeah, I would love to see a show where you see mostly
Ooh.
people of color having designs, because a lot of times, think about this, and then we can move on. But I just want to say this: whenever
Mm-hmm.
you see the other designers, and I'm not knocking anybody, because baby, if you bring Ben and Aaron to my house and they
Mm,
come,
mm. I'm sorry.
but problem that I have with most of these people is that when they talk about designing stuff, they always do a bunch of neutrals and then they want to throw in like throw pillows. And I like color, and I
I do
don't
too.
know if that's just a person of color
Mm-hmm.
thing, liking, your walls to not be a shade of beige or gray, but like I want blue walls and I want my countertops to stand out and things like that. And I
Yeah.
think that, having that different flair of someone who really gets, that
What you
design is
want?
about personality. And,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like, just like my office right here, the walls are burgundy or whatever shade of red they are today. But I like that. I would be upset if somebody came in and they said, well, we're going to just brighten this room up and we're going to make it great. And I'm like, nah,
That's
because I
not
like the
brightening it
red.
up.
So y'all make something work on the walls
Right.
that I got, or just spruce them
Right.
up.
And let me
So,
tell you, somebody's house that just got David Diggs and his girlfriend Robbie Lampier. David Diggs is I call him Bo's brother on not Grownish Lord, just
Blackish.
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 He's
Blackish.
played Bo's brother, but before he got that stick to play
Mm,
Bo's brother, he was on Broadway doing Hamilton. So a lot of people know him from Hamilton. Ravi, who's his girlfriend, and they've been together since they met on Broadway doing Hamilton. She ended up taking over the role of not Eliza,
Angelica.
Angelica.
Is
She
it
took over the
Angelica?
role of Angelica in Hamilton when my girl left, who originated the role. And so Renee Goldsberry, I don't know, Elise Renee Goldsberry. It's coming to me, or Renee Elise Goldsberry, whatever. That girl right there. She swapped it out. Well, they had their house redone. They had bought a house in California. And
mm-hmm.
he's been doing the Snowpiercer show. So he's
Yeah.
been going back and forth, and he was like recording. Their house is phenomenal. It is amazing. And it wasn't a black designer that did it, but that lady took what his girlfriend said, and she absolutely positively did everything that lady wanted and took it to another level. It was so gorgeous. I'm gonna have to show y'all some pictures. It was nice. It was a really nice house. At any rate, let's get to this mess.
See, when you say miss, there we go.
First of all, I need them to do something different. I don't want nobody else on this picture except for maybe Portia. I don't want the other two. Y'all can send them back to wherever you got them from. I'm so sick and tired of these folks. I don't know what to do. So we talked about the Bolo thing, the stripper. It was a rumor that Portia and the other girl Tanya had quote unquote slept with Bolo during the surprise bachelorette party for Cynthia. Well, Marlo has made up with Kenya, because y'all know Marlo and Kenya have been beefing for like years now. They made up on the little trip that they took with Bolo, and this has been the storyline for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know why. It's been the storyline because I'm tired of the storyline. We like 10 episodes later, y'all still talking about this stripper situation.
Yeah,
Well,
obviously, 2020 had nothing else going on, and you can
nothing
tell
else.
these reality shows that really there was nothing to record.
Nothing. Apparently Marlo is sided with Kenya. According to Marlo, she does not know what happened. However, recently they were, how they do the Bravo after show now. They didn't really used to do that until the pandemic. And I think they really kicked that off with Potomac when they were talking to the ladies behind the scenes and stuff, and they made that like a little extra for the internet. So they're continuing that with Atlanta, and I'm probably the other shows too. I don't watch all the other ones. I might occasionally pop in and out. So she was reviewing. Marlo showed her whole behind in front of Big Frida. Drew took the girls to New Orleans. I love Big Frida. Listen, whenever Frida come back to town and need somebody, let me know so I can go and make my booty pop, because I love me some Big Frida. They went. Drew took them out of town. She had some work to do, so she wanted to do a real girls trip, and she did it. She had food for them when they got there. She made, she was trying to be fun. Kenya, of course, is a Debbie Downer as always. But they had a cooking thing with Big Frida in Big Frida's kitchen, or in one of the kitchens. They thought we doing a cooking class, and Big Frida came out and they was happy. They was like, okay, girl, let me chop up these onions for you. Let me mash these potatoes. Let me do this. Let me do that. So they had fun, and then they got to sit down and eat with Frida. Well, Marlo has inserted herself in between the mess between Kenya and Portia, which if you're going to be friends with Kenya, be friends with Kenya. Well, apparently Portia said that Marlo has rode Nene's coattails for years, and I kind of agree with that. And then when Nene had left the show, Marlo had gotten on Kenya's coattails, and then Kenya and Marlo fell out when Marlo got back with Nene. It's just been a back and forth, whole bunch of bullcrap type of situation.
So you just said the common denominator was who?
Say that one more time.
The common denominator was who?
It's Marlo.
Right.
Okay.
Nene.
It's Marlo. No, it ain't Nene. It's the common denominator, because Nene ain't even on the show. I need people to stop talking about Nene because she's not there. Nene living her best life. She got shows. She got a lounge. She just opened up. Nene is fine. She got her fight against Bravo. But other than that, Nene is fine. Marlo's, Portia says she's a flip-flopper. She was never a real friend to me. That's how I feel. And because they had just made up that earlier that day, and then they get to dinner, and then she going off on Portia because Kenya told her, I'm not lying, she did sleep with Bolo. So you gonna believe Kenya, somebody who has been rocking with you all this time while you've been going through your beef with Kenya. Okay, cool. That's fine. You do that. So
and you notice how Kenya didn't like them making up. You notice that Kenya, she kind of had that side eye when they was talking and stuff like that.
Well, it doesn't. That's neither here nor there, because Portia has also pushed Marlo in the direction of making up with Kenya. Marlo didn't like it when Portia and Kenya were friends for that hot second. They were cool. But that, nevertheless, Marlo got on Hollywood Unlocked because she heard Portia say that she was a flip-flopper, and then she rides on people's coattail, and whoever got the most shine at that point in time, that's the bandwagon she's going to jump on. So she can stay relevant because you're a friend of a show. That's all you are. You don't hold a peach. So you're really dispensable. We can get rid of you at any time.
Let me just jump in and say this too, because I am not a watcher of Atlanta Housewives. Right. I watched it probably until I think I used to watch it up until I guess after Phaedra left, somewhere around there. It just didn't hit for me anymore. But the one thing I do is that people like Marlo shouldn't have that much weight on the entire cast. Like, she shouldn't hold that much weight. Like, why is she still there? Why do we film and she always popping up in the play? Like, I have a problem with people like that, especially when they always toting bones for other people's issues. They never have an issue themselves, but they always toting the bone for everybody else.
Because they don't want you to come into their lives. And that's the whole point of being a friend of the show. You're not going to be able to come in and they don't have to take your whole life. They just have to take your life with the cast. That's basically what friend of the show is.
Right.
If they choose to let you in because they trying to get a peach and they want to be a peach holder, that's fine. But no, they don't have to. They can get paid or get a check by just being a supporting cast member, if you will. So Marlo inserted herself in these people's situations. She got on Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee and said Portia has had plastic surgery from head to toe. Keep in mind, Marlo just had lipo not too long ago. So I don't understand what the problem is and why it's a problem that Portia has had whatever she has had done. Now, Portia has admitted to the stuff that she has had done to her body. And then she started talking about how big Portia's stomach is. Now, Portia done had that baby. Then you turn around and here we are with COVID. All of y'all had gained weight.
And you gained the COVID weight.
Right. All of y'all gained weight. So why are you talking about she look like she's 20 months pregnant? And then she goes on to say Portia better leave her alone. Unless she want her to tell us what really happened. So here's the thing. Which is it, Marlo? Did it happen or did it not happen? Or do you know it didn't happen? Tell me what that's what I need to understand and know. You moving shady. That's how I feel. And all for Kenya, who next week might have a problem with something you say and then push you to the kick you to the curb. I don't get it and I don't understand. So she did that on Hollywood Unlocked.
Because you know how she treated LaToya when she found out, Toya, whatever her name is.
That's what I'm saying. Let Marlo really do some damage or say something to Kenya, or Kenya make Marlo mad and Marlo say something. Kenya gonna be done with Marlo. So you doing all this for what? I don't have a problem with you being friends with Kenya. Be friends with who you want to be friends with, but don't dog somebody else out because you now friends with somebody else because that's the way it looks. You know, so. Yeah, they beefing. Portia has deleted her from social media pages, all of them. And I guess Marlo is still following Portia. But yeah.
Like Portia's at that point now. She don't care. She don't give you any of her energy, and it makes them mad.
Yeah,
it makes them mad when
and she's not really responding.
She doesn't give them any energy.
Yeah, she's giving them a little energy, but the normal energy that Portia gives them, she hasn't been this season. She's been very, very reserved in comparison to other seasons. Now, Portia still gives the shade, and I love Portia's shade is funny. I miss Phaedra because her shade was hilarious. Yeah, I my Phaedra, ooh, that shade, ooh. But she still gives you shade. Right. She still gives you a shade, but she's not and because of the position that she's in now and the stance that she's taking in the Black Lives Matter community and movement, I can't be out here dragging chicks on nationals. I can't do that no more. So because I can't do that no more, it's better for me to keep my mouth closed and not respond to your stupidity. That's just that on that. Right. So I've seen that growth in her this season. I don't know what else to say. I can't wait to see this reunion. I try to always send a little question to Andy to see if maybe he gonna ask my question on the reunion. He didn't ask my question.
Maybe you probably did ask the question, but somebody else asked.
Somebody else might have asked the same question. So I tried to switch it up this time around. I did because I think everybody had the same question that I had for Jen. On the other one, on the Salt Lake City. Although I didn't watch the Salt Lake City last episode because it got crazy and I was really done with that reunion. I meant to put that in there about Jen Shaw, but we're gonna talk about her next week because Lord Jesus. Let's go to the next slide.
You ready?
I'm ready.
We ready?
First of all, let me preface this by saying, why is your shirt so tight, sir? This is too tight. You can't breathe. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Him and Vincent shop at the same place.
This is entirely too tight. Somebody done told this man he is God's gift to women. He just been Spandex, all spandex.
Baby, he done told himself. Ain't nobody told him nothing.
So Martell went on the Strawberry Letter with Shirley Strawberry and Steve Harvey because he wanted help in apologizing to his ex-wife, now ex-wife, Melody Holt. He still ain't taking responsibility for his actions. Still not. Shirley shut him down. So what you're not gonna do is get on here and she started off. I'm shutting it down. Steve Harvey, a lot of people didn't appreciate how Steve Harvey was coming. It kind of seemed like Steve was kind of siding with Martell a little bit, but Steve was like, I really don't know what's going on. Like, I have no clue. I don't watch your show.
So I haven't watched. Okay.
So a lot of people were kind of getting on Steve's head, but Shirley Strawberry was not here for the mess. Do you understand what I'm saying? She said, this ain't about Melody. This is about you. You said you wanted to have this platform to help us, to give you some advice so you can apologize to your ex-wife. So that's where we are right now. That's what you're supposed to do. Steve was trying to get some understanding, asking him some questions, that sort of thing. He apologized. I don't.
So I got a question. So do you think that he was trying to, that he felt remorse about what he did and wanted to kind of want her back?
He don't feel sorry.
Martell is a narcissist, and what happens with narcissists is when they are no longer in control, they go on these campaigns and they seem like they're apologetic. They're trying to get people to side with them because they can't lose. So because of the fact that he has lost, you know, now he's on this thing. Okay, I need your attention by going around saying these things. I'm still doing the same shit. I'm not going to change. Okay. I'm not going to change, but I need people to believe that I am the one that's the victim and not the person that I victimized. That's what narcissists do. They are career, you know, they need the attention. And they need for people to believe that they are actually coming from a genuine place, when it's not about the genuine place. It's about winning. It's about, they believe me more than they believe you. And that's how they operate. They also want people to believe that, they do a good amount of gaslighting as well. So they do a lot of this, had you been acting like this, I would have never done this. But the truth of the matter is, you decided, you chose to act this way. And the problem is nobody's seeing your side of it, because everybody know you full of shit. So now, because she has walked away and is no longer engaging, he's going on these little tours and going to different shows, keep talking about the fact that she didn't give me what I needed and all this kind of stuff. It's the same rhetoric no matter where he goes. That the whole reason why he chose to have a second family is because she didn't she wasn't jumping through the hoops he put out for her. So people like that, when they start losing control, they go on all these little campaigns so that it seems as though what you see is he's really apologetic and he really wants his wife to hear him. What he's doing is getting the attention that he's no longer getting from her. Yeah. Because she's no longer engaging in, like, he'll kick rocks with in what do they call it? You can kick rocks in sandals and socks. Because open toe shoes on. Yeah, it's because she's like that toward him. He's no longer in control, so he has to do this so he can either get her attention or get somebody else's attention to go, oh, I believe you. I know she was a bad person and this and this. This ain't got nothing to do with trying to reconcile with that woman. Right.
Oh, okay. So tell me this: who's worse, Martell or Chris?
Well, they're different. They are different styles of narcissists. To me, they are about the same. The thing about it is, where Martell is more polished because simply because of life experience, he's a little older. Chris ain't as polished as Martell, but they reading from the same playbook.
Yeah, they are.
And that's the difference. The difference is, Chris wish he had money. Martell got money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't know how much money he got, because word on the street is Melody had more, because a lot of that stuff that they were doing, it was really more Melody than him. But
yeah. But Melody started, if you notice when the show started, Melody started making some changes then, because she started coming up with all these different brands that were just about, with her. And then she's doing a lot of partnerships where they're looking just for her and not necessarily for the couple, where at first she was doing stuff that the both of them could be a part of. So.
Right. Yeah. So
she learned how to diversify really early.
Oh yeah. She knew what was coming. She knew what she was about to do. So she had to get on there to do what she had to do. There are some people riding for Martell. I'm shocked, but no, I'm not, because there's some people riding for Chris too.
Chris got a whole nation riding for him.
Got a whole nation riding for him.
I'm not understanding that either.
I mean, here is the thing. Yes, there are two people in a marriage, but when one person constantly does the same thing over and over and over again, I gotta be an idiot to stay in this situation just because that's my husband. I should have enough pick up and go to say, hey, this is not what I deserve. I don't deserve to be treated like this. So let me move forward and do something different. So this shouldn't be something that women should accept, or men should accept, because the shoe can also be on the other foot. So this is not something that it should be acceptable on any hand or in any time period in a relationship, if you're not being treated right or properly.
Also say this: you're talking about people who have gotten married young. They got married. They both were on the level playing field. They both came in with nothing, and they both came in building. So when you're younger like that and you get married, you're not thinking that this is going to be a part of your marriage, as far as all the stuff that's going on. Also, you got to consider people who have been married for a while. It takes a minute to get the ball rolling in the other direction of, okay, I got to get myself together, because I may not be with this person much longer. And it takes some time. Some people, they're more ready, because just simply finances, help them to be more ready, so they can just get out of it, or they don't have as much invested together. And then other people, you got to think, like with her, like with the kids or whatever, that was a difficult decision for her to make, because it's like, I gotta tear my family apart. My kids will no longer have both parents in the household. So I think when it comes to stuff like that, you got to get to the point where there's a rock bottom that has to happen, where I can't, I can live with this as long as he don't do this. Like a lot of times, you'll have people who will make those kind of negotiations with themselves. Like, okay, I know he's cheating on me, but I'm okay if he ain't bringing no diseases home, or I'm okay if you don't bring no other babies home. I want your side chick column. There are always provisions within those things, because you don't want to pull the family apart. And then there may be a point where like, I already gave you the go, like whatever. I know you got a side chick, I just don't want to see her. But now, because it's affecting the household in a way of the side chick done called, or, like the baby's on the way and everything. Now I got to, change, some things about that and say, okay, well, I can't accept that. But, it took time. They've been married, 15 years or something like that. It takes a little bit longer, when you're married that long, and you got a lot of things, get the whole family together for you to say, all right, this is a done deal. I gotta go. So, I want to just, be sensitive to that as well, because a lot of times we'll say, it is all you got to do is leave. But the truth of the matter is, it isn't always that simple.
Yeah.
And you got to always sometimes get your mind and your finances and your heart in the same, on the same playing field, because your mind might be ready to go, but your heart's still attached, and your finances say nah. So, once you can get all those things together, that's when a lot of times you'll see, especially when it comes to women. Men can kind of move a little differently, but especially when it comes to women, when women, you have to consider, I got small kids, this and that. You'll see that there are different things that got to, come into play before they make that final decision to walk away.
Right. I need him to go to therapy though, like a real therapist.
He go to therapy. You see, it's not helping.
Wow.
I need somebody to get in his tail, like for real.
It don't matter. The only person that can talk to him is his mama, and his mama can't quite get to him. It's got to happen to him in order for him to get it. It has to actually happen. Everything has to hit him the way that he's hit everybody else in order for it to make sense to him.
Well, I hope something like that happens. I do. I really do.
But now we're on the right page.
All right. Next slide.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like when we I think in between the time for us to decide to take a break, this story kind of broke. So if you guys are familiar with Derek Jackson,
I'm mad at her. I'm sorry. I'm mad at her for looking like that.
That's her outfit. I went down through her Instagram page, and that's her go to war outfit. Apparently, she looks like this all the time. This is her being a Christian, going to war. This ain't her. I didn't get my hair done. She do this on her Instagram page all the time. Just a costume. That's what she do.
Okay. So we know this guy. He be on social media telling us, what men should or should not be doing. And he's gained a lot of followers. His Instagram followers was on point. His YouTube channel, the whole nine. Like that, he content creator, and people been taking liking to the content. Now, a lot of guys don't like him because they feel like he likes Steve.
Don't like him.
Give away the game. Trying to give away the game,
which he is now.
Here's the thing: if I'm a smart female, that game. Y'all mad because he telling? Okay, that's another conversation for another time. At any rate, come to find out, while Derek was making all these videos, he was in Side Pieces driveways making these videos about what men should not be doing. His wife found out during the pandemic, but one of the Side Pieces decided to, come to the table on her social media page and say, hey, I had, I was with Derek Jackson and he married. Now keep in mind, I didn't know this man was married. Let me start there. I had no clue this man had a whole wife. I did not know. I don't follow him like that. I just occasionally see when folks share the little videos and stuff about him and relationship advice or whatever, or the little posts he makes. I didn't know he had a whole wife. Had no clue.
Now, I thought they were married for like 3 years. Like I would watch him on occasion, and I just happened to see one time there was a picture, like a wedding photo, but I had thought they'd been married like less than 5 years.
No.
I had no clue they were supposed to be married veterans, and
this was quite disappointing though, because I figured the reason why he addressed this because he had something coming up, because he got a book coming out or had a book coming out. I don't know if it's out yet, but at the time he decided to
What? I can't read no comments.
I had no idea that he was married until a few months back, recently married. Um, so I had no clue. I didn't know that thing, but I figured the reason why he addressed it was because he had something coming up. So book coming out, we're gonna get on here, we're gonna address this together. I need you to show them that you done forgave me, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I don't care about these folk business. I really don't. If he done slept with 16 million women and his wife still with him, that's all that matters. That's how I feel. Now keep in mind, this ain't what I would accept. She claims she left him when she found out that he had to gravel bed, crawl back, do whatever he had to do to get back to, them. According to her. Right. I like the side eye you're giving.
What?
I love it actually.
Who's giving us side eye?
You can't have them expressions
I
on your face.
comments.
Huh? What's that
I
when
thought somebody made comments. I was like, I can't. I was like, I
No,
can't
she
see no comments.
she said I made a face.
you did. See that one right there. But here's the thing I want to stop happening. We know that, everything is out in the open now. I don't want to see no more lives of the wife in her go-to-war outfit. I don't want to see Derek Jackson, I don't want to see none of that. Listen, we know he cheated. You done took him back. Let's let it be. She said, I don't be the only one. I don't be the only one.
So here's my thing with her so-called war of God. So who she at war with? He's the one that cheated. You can't be at war with the other woman because he's the one that cheated. He's the one that decided to step out of the marriage. The other woman has, are you getting what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I do. I understand. Wholeheartedly, I'm right there.
What's funny about this? Because, as they say, John Gray managed to lift his stomach up one more time to come and argue with this man on social media to say, you had sex with these women. I didn't have sex. I'm like, John Gray, shut the hell up. You were almost in the clear. Shut up. Now, the thing about it is what that's the same about these wives is that they go hard in the paint for their husbands and they almost absolve them of everything they've done and they go on the attack to the other woman. And that's because they wholeheartedly believed that their husband was seduced. Not that, again, he made a conscious decision to place his penis within someone else's vagina.
And not just one person's vagina.
The what?
And not just one person's vagina.
Not just one. The other thing is, like, they are so hard in the paint for their husbands and boyfriends and whomever else that the obvious signs that they're not checking for them like that are ignored, or the signs that they have been given to, be a little bit more watchful. Now, I'm not one to tell you go looking through folks' phone because I got to think about that. But you can look at behaviors, you can look at actions, you can look at things like that and see if there are temperature changes within your relationship that would just let you know. And then if you really want to know, then come to me and I'll pull a tarot spread on you and I'll let you know exactly what's happening.
Girl, you in trouble.
What I tell you last week? I said
somebody needs to break up.
Listen to what I'm saying. Give me 2 more days. But anyway, but these women will fight other women about their husbands, and it's not about the act, it's about showing everybody the level of forgiveness they have, or that because you're a Christian woman, you should be able to look past that. What is funny to me, though, what is really interesting to me about people who are like ultra religious is that, like, we're going to go ahead and follow all the rules in the Bible, except for the 10 Commandments where it says thou should not commit adultery. You know, that part, that was the one that says, you know, and from when I grew up, they always said if somebody cheat on you, this absolute grounds for divorce. You like you that's like a go straight to, you know, do not pass,
Right.
go, don't collect $200, get a divorce. Now, this day and age, that seems to not be the one thing that you should divorce over. They'll tell you divorce over finances, divorce over they want to live in this part of town, you want to live on that part of town. But that seems the one thing that everybody feels like they can endure now, the ultra religious party. That it's like, you know, we can get past the cheating, you know, but I'm like,
understand though that beans and disease that's out here is real. Like, if you bring a whole STD home to me because you out here dipping it and doing it,
that's
in
not
everybody.
No, that's not. And so that's not the reason. That's not the thing that scares people. To be honest, I think a lot of times people don't think about, you know, all of those particular situations that could happen, all those scenarios. They think about saving face more than anything. It's about, you know, I told y'all we forever, and I forever, and forever mean, in their minds, a lot of times forever means that you can treat me however you want to treat me. I'm gonna still be here, and we're gonna read the Bible, and we're gonna put on our war outfit, and we're gonna do some Instagram videos. Other people be like, okay, cool, we're gonna take a break. It might be a minute. You know, we spent some time away from each other. You know, that person was truly remorseful, and we decided to move forward with our relationship, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times now, people like this type of behavior. Like, this is what gets you likes. This is what gets people to come to your platform to see, you know, to be like, and look at, we're talking about them. We're talking about them. And they ain't really nothing to talk about because people do this stuff every day. People be in these kind of relationships every day. In fact, they be, you know, they be coaching with me. And I'd be like, girl, you sure you want to do this? Now, I ain't want to tell you what to do, but you sure this is it? So you want to work with it? You know, and we had those conversations. But again, that's one of those when your heart and your mind don't line up. Right. You know, what are you willing to give up, or what are you willing to work past? I tell you what, I definitely would not go public with anything.
No.
If we divorce, we just gonna divorce. If something happened between a side piece or whatever, it's gonna be denied. you know, because I feel like you don't owe people insight to your relationship, and you could be a great relationship coach or the things that he has a lot of good things to say. I always say Steve Harvey got a lot of good things to say. But Steve Harvey will tell you he was a terrible husband. For two marriages, he was a terrible husband. And he finally got it together. Just like this guy. They know exactly what they're doing wrong. It don't mean that they're going to do right, though.
Right.
So, it does not. I'm going
to tell you my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies. It's in the 90s. Something to Talk About with Julia Roberts and Dennis Quaid. Y'all remember that movie?
I remember.
Where she found out that he was having an affair.
It's called what?
That was my favorite movie.
Something to Talk About.
Something to talk about.
I'm going to look it up.
Julia Roberts, she is married to Dennis Quaid, and she was in the middle of taking her daughter somewhere, and she found her husband kissing another woman in the middle of the street or something like that. And she was hoping that her daughter didn't see her when she didn't. But it was just funny because he told her that she was going to be home at 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, she got up, got her daughter, drove around town, found his car at a restaurant, and he was with a group of friends. And the girl he was kissing. And she looked at the window, and the dude was like, one of his friends like, boy, you in trouble. She was in her pajamas. Trying to find her husband.
The baby.
That was a good movie.
That would be me as a wife. I will not be doing that. I'd be like, you ain't okay, cool. bet. I ain't gonna lose no sleep either. I'm just be like, okay.
But hold on, the funniest part in the movie is that one of her friends asked her, "Did you leave him because of me?" Because it was only one time. And so she was like, "Well, damn." And so she was like, "I wonder, I got a question," because she was at a big society meeting. She was like, "I got a question. I want to know, has anybody else fucked my husband?" She said,
And
because
baby, everybody
they
was
told me
raising
that
their
he did
hand.
it for a favor to
I'm
her.
finna pull this up on Netflix or whatever. Let me pull this movie up
Everybody
later so I
raised
can
their
look
hand,
at
girl.
it.
I died. Do you
And
understand
then,
me?
and then she started telling everybody's business. She started telling everybody's business. Well, your husband has slept with her. And it was
She
a
was
trip.
telling it out. When I tell you this was like a classic episode of the Jerry Springer Show, I promise to God, I wanted to yell, Jerry, Jerry.
She said, well, since we at it.
Let me
Since
just go
we
and
had
tell
it, she said,
everybody some
okay.
business.
She said, I'll start. People like get mad, like, who you think you are? Don't do that. Like, girl, one girl's like, girl, this is getting good.
Right. I was like, if I had been in that meeting, I would have been, let me go get some more tea so I can
Some
sip it.
popcorn.
I
Right.
Some popcorn.
And I'd be mad at y'all for not having my popcorn ready. Like, where my wine at,
And
Oh,
then,
God.
and then she told her mama about the woman that her daddy was having an affair with. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
She got her
Okay,
mama
then.
mad at the daddy. The girl's a good movie.
A whole mess. But yeah, this is, I just think that this is far beyond. I don't, I get it. I can appreciate you say, you got your little relationship things that you post online. I just can't. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry, sir. I can't. And I don't want to see it. I literally don't want to see whatever y'all got going on. You ain't got to get on there and defend with the. As a matter of fact, if I was the wife, be like, bruh, tell them I forgave you. Maybe they'll believe you, maybe they won't. But I'm not getting on here with no kneecap on my head and some sweatpants and
I'm not coming
fatigue.
with you.
Right. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do
I don't want to come to war with you today.
Not at all.
The battle been won. I'm good actually. So
Right. It's crazy. So I hope they get it together, but I don't want to see no more of them. I'm tired.
But they will not get it together. In fact, they won't. And then also we're gonna see more of them because they both like the spotlight. So there's that.
There is that.
Yeah.
All right, next slide.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. I'm about to do this.
Let me tell you something though. Before you even start, I want a pair of them shoes.
He got to refund everybody their money back. I ain't got to that part yet. So
I wanted. I was like, "Oh, they come in white too." White.
So let's talk about this real quick. So Lil Nas X did a video called Montero Call Me by Your Name. And Montero is his government name. That's his government name for people who do not know. That's his name in real life. Montero.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So when I first saw the video, I was like, this is so not my cup of tea. I don't play with Satan at all. Okay. That's not who I'm playing with. He gave the devil a lap dance, snapped his neck, and then he became the devil. Like, it was just too much. So it was deep in, but I started, y'all know I'm a little geek. I got to find out why people do what they do. I got to go find it. So he was on Twitter and he talked about how he was being ridiculed in the church growing up. So he found out, you know how you find out that maybe I'm gay because I don't like these little girls, these little boys turning me on. He came out at the age of 14. When he came out at the age of 14, you know how the church is, they're super extreme.
Mm-hmm.
You going to hell. You this, you that, blah, 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 blah. So this was the inspiration behind the video. Again, it's off the deep end. It's completely and totally off the deep end. But
Exactly.
he wanted to make that point. Like, well, I'm going to hell anyway. So if I'm going to hell, I'm going to go to hell, giving the devil a lap dance. Whatever however I need to do this. So, he also, to pair with this song, came out with these shoes that he got designed. There were, I don't know if it was 100,000 pairs made. I can't remember it would give him six.
It was 1,000. It was 1,018 pairs made.
Only 1,018. I thought that was how much it cost.
18.
Huh?
Right. No. Oh yeah. Okay. That's how much
it cost $1,018. But it was like it was 100 or something. Whatever it was, the total came out to be like $600 and some $1,000 that he would make off of selling this limited edition.
It was the amount. It was supposed to be for $666. So 666.
The pairs were $666. The amount was $1,018. Which
right.
$1,018. If y'all look on the shoe, you got Luke 10:18.
10:18.
So they sold out. People bought the shoes. Nike, however, said, "Hold on, brother. Wait a minute, y'all making us look bad. We didn't authorize the design of these shoes. I'm gonna need you to send them folk their money back, because this ain't where we are in life. We're not endorsing Satan. That's not what's going on or happening." So he says,
I don't think that's what there was. I don't think that's what there was, Nike.
What did you think it was?
Nike. I think Nike. I'm thinking that they went ahead and approved the shoes. However, they didn't realize the backlash they was gonna get from it, because their stock went down real quick.
I think that's what it was more so.
You think Nike approved
designs all the time with shoes? You can
change the design on the shoe. Period. I know people that you can take some Nikes and some folk can change it up. So I don't think this was something that he had a partnership with Nike. I don't believe he did at all. Nike real quick said, "We did not authorize this. We didn't authorize this at all." Like, they jumped on it too quick. It wasn't like I'm gonna wait and see what everybody else got to say. The shoes were modified. Yeah, the shoes were modified. Nike didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't tell that boy to do that. He did that.
I was mad. Their stock went down so quick. I should have bought some stock.
That's the one to buy the stock for. I just wanted to get on, and I've had several conversations with people, and I think that the reason, people really get upset, like you were talking about how, this was really wasn't necessarily what we thought it was when the video was, but I could see the art, in it anyway. Like, I just had no problem with him expressing himself, because we see people all the time use whatever form of art to express themselves.
Yeah.
It was made for shock value. You got the shock value. He ain't no devil worshiper. He never said that. But it is a good way to open up a discussion on how the church vilifies. They vilify people for coming into discovering about sexuality. So it's funny that sexuality is still one of those big deals. No matter where you turn around, that, that's the thing that really just annoyed people. Like, what I do with my life and my sexuality has zero to do with you and what you got going on.
Right.
But for some reason, people always want to have a narrative on sexuality. All the other things in the Bible they say don't do, and all this kind of stuff. But sexuality is what we kind of focus in on as a society. like I said, I didn't have an issue with that because I'm like, these same people who had an issue with this video watch all these movies where they pretend like they're doing exorcisms and playing with Ouija boards and all that kind of stuff. Now this video just went too far. And I'm like, but you ain't got no problem with things coming out the wall at you and stuff in movies. I don't understand.
You ain't got no problem with the spirit movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you sitting here playing around with stuff that you really don't know nothing about. But this right here, this is obviously a person in a devil costume,
right?
Stuff, and you know, now this is the problem. I think it just has to do. He black. I just think that there's a lot of the issues that he's a black guy. That's part of the hip hop world that is doing something different that is not considered what they call, you know, hip hop or rap, you know, because he's considering himself as a rapper. That a lot of people have issues with that in particular, and that's going to always be the thing as long as he is as long as he's representing or, you know, things like that, then there's always going to be a problem because he represents so many different communities. So yeah, y'all done both went out on me. So we're going to go to the next slide in a minute because yeah. If he was gay, would this have been an issue? If he wasn't gay,
if he wasn't gay, it's an issue. All to me, it's an issue all in it. You know, I did not even watch the whole thing. I saw what I saw on TikTok, and I was like, I'm not going to even give him my viewing because I did not condone it. You can be artistic. I'm not against him about being gay. At the end of the day, we all have to account for what we do, say, and think. So I'm not gay bashing or nothing like that. I'm like, I think there should have been another way that you can present that video without doing all of that. That's how I feel about it. I was mortified right there. But I'm just being honest.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't have a problem with it.
Like I said, I'm not against him being gay.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to, I think the problem is more so he's black than he's gay, to be honest, because if you think about some of these groups like Red Hot Chili Peppers, you think about Madonna, she put stuff out, even Prince, and even though Prince is gay, not gay, Prince is black, Prince could do a lot of stuff that everybody else, you know, would be like, oh, this is taboo. And he talked about a lot of stuff along the realm of, you know, spirits and things like that. And, you know, people were just like, okay, whatever. So,
but do you think Prince would have done that?
I think Prince absolutely would have done something like that because Prince was a more so of an artist kind of person. Now, he wouldn't have done the shoes and all that kind of stuff because that just wasn't his thing. But I think it would have been something.
He would have done the shoes more. I don't, because he wore heels.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't going to be doing
heel boots. So.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you ready to move to the next slide?
Yes, let's go to the next slide.
Okay. So this is I guess
I did not see that. Darn it.
Kalu. He did a really good
last week. I have to watch it. I haven't. He did. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. So I gotta watch it.
One of the things I really love about Saturday Night Live is when there are other people, when they bring on the black guys, especially like somebody like him is kind of a non-American blacks, how the black cast members are really excited, number one, to see them. And then number two, they bring in a lot of different skits where you can see the range that they have when you're talking about, artistry wise. Because, it's just different being an actor in a movie and being a improv actor on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
But I think it'd be interesting for you to watch. I think it was really fun. You can tell he had a good time and the rest of them had a good time as well. So it was a good show.
I think Saturday Night Live, period, you will have a good time, period, on Saturday Night Live. Because especially if they break you out of character, That's the best when they
Mhm.
break you out of character. You just crack up laughing. That's my best part right there. If I see you break character, guess what? I'm laughing too. I am
Right,
laughing too
right,
because I know these are some table full of fools, and you can't help but laugh. I'm like when what's
right.
his
Especially
name?
Kenneth.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
When Jimmy Fallon was on there, he could never keep character because he's always laughing. So yeah, I'm like, that'll be my dream job right there is to just one time just be like an extra on Saturday Night Live, just so I can see how foolish these folks are in real life.
Look, I just want to sit in the audience just to watch them to see how long it actually takes them to get it together. So yeah, I'm there with you on that.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go on to the next
I
slide.
mean,
So,
I have that dark sense of humor. Ooh.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
did you
sorry.
want to talk about dude from Saturday
Daniel,
Night
real
Live?
quick, I did want to
Go
touch on one
back.
thing, and I'm
Okay.
apologizing. Yeah, my mom called me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Daniel, there
I
was
was
a
gonna say
skit. Huh?
I
What you
said we
say?
had you go ahead.
I know you did. You did. So Daniel, did a good job. I did not watch the whole episode. I did see bits and pieces of it and clip. There was a skit that they did called the vaccination game that some people got their panties in a bunch, and it didn't. To me, I didn't understand why. Yeah, that's not why Black people don't want to take the vaccine. Okay.
Guys.
You've had these conversations with your friends. Like, stop. Yeah, we've had issues with medicine and Black people, and we're going to talk about that. We got a show that we're working on about that we got coming up. However, y'all got y'all panties in a bunch over nothing. That skit was hilarious. It was funny.
It was one of the best skits I've ever seen because you could relate to it because it was true.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we've heard people say those things. Okay.
I can't wait to watch it now.
You got to. Look, they kept asking. The whole premise was it was a game show, and the guy was a doctor, and he's trying to convince his family to take the vaccine. So, he's a doctor. He's giving them all of the facts. They're like, no. Will you take the vaccine? No. If I give you $5,000, $5,000?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's a hard pass for me.
Right.
Everything was,
it was
no.
Funny. It was really funny. I don't know if no. And here's the thing. For anybody to take Saturday Night Live as literal, I also have a problem with that because it's a sketch show. It's for comedy.
Right.
Why we gotta get
a sketch comedy show?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not serious. They're not reporting hard breaking news. That's not what they're there for. They're there to make fun of the hard breaking news. So it's their job. That's what they're supposed to do.
Have you never seen a satire site before? That's what they do.
That's what they do. So that was the one thing I wanted to touch on. I heard he did an excellent job. I love him. I need this brother to keep winning. He's doing a phenomenal job, and I can't wait to see more from him. So next slide.
He is so awesome. Here we go.
All right. I did not get to see this whole thing. I got to go back and finish watching it. Niecy Nash and Jessica Betts. Her husband. Is that her wife? That's her husband. She calls her husband.
Her husband.
Okay.
They kind of got the. They were trying to figure out when did Niecy decide she wanted to be with a woman. That's what. And so of course Gam is old school. I never ever. I see women. I know they're beautiful women, but I ain't never wanted to dip my water in that pond. Once
Right.
Jada and Willow was like,
well, Willow, the conversation was Willow said that she felt like if Jada and Will didn't work out, she could absolutely see Jada with a woman. And I think that Jada even said that if it doesn't work out between her and Will, she gonna try a woman. Like she said that in the past, so it's not far fetched from
it's not.
That been doing
And
and
I
saying.
really think that Willow, and I could be wrong, she's never said this. I feel like Willow is pansexual.
She's very much pansexual.
What you say?
She's very much like that. That came up in the show as well. She didn't actually say it, but from everything she was saying on the show, on that particular one, she's more so pansexual.
Yeah, she's attracted to who she's attracted to at that point in time. She's attracted to a person, and I think that's really what Niecy Nash actually did, because she's dated men and married the man, divorced the man. You know, she's done that, and she's been through that her entire life. And I think it was something about Jessica that drew her to it. And actually, it wasn't Jessica that went after Niecy. It was Niecy that went after Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was she was drawn to her soul, as she said, more so than she was drawn to the person. And usually people who are like pansexual and things of that nature, they will they are more attracted to the person,
right,
more so than the packaging. You get what I'm saying?
So they're about the sexuality
here instead of like what's on the outside. The question is, what's the difference between pansexual and bisexual? Typically, pansexual means that you are attracted to the person. Doesn't matter about the packaging. Like I was just saying, they could be hetero. They could, present as male. They could present as, female. They could be trans. They could be anything like that. So that's, basically your biggest difference is there, where bisexual really kind of, you still, on the binary track. So, pansexual, you're attracted to the spirit of the person. You're attracted to the feelings. Like this week, it may be this person. There's no really limitation on what you see with that person. Bisexual people tend to be like, it's either male or female.
Yeah. And we've had a guest on, Eddie was on, I think last year, who Eddie is pansexual. And he's talked about it. We've had him on the show before, and he talked about, what that meant for him. And he was like, yeah, I'm attracted to the person more so than what it is. And so that's basically what the difference is.
Yeah. How they identify, basically.
Yeah. But it was an interesting topic, and it brought out some things. And Gam, like I said, Gam is my girl. Gam's like, listen, girl. No.
Yeah. That's the one thing I love about Gam is that she's unapologetic, and even when she doesn't understand, she doesn't put that whole spin on it. Well, I just don't know. She's like, I wasn't raised to understand that. So, get me there. Help me get there. Tell me what I need to know so that I can make that decision. But she also isn't judgmental. And I think that's the other thing very refreshing about her. Like she doesn't personally understand it, but she doesn't knock you for doing it.
Right.
So I like that.
So I did. I enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and finish watching it, but from what I saw, I did enjoy the conversation. So
it was a good show.
It was good. I guess we'll move on to the next slide.
Okay.
So y'all, listen. I ain't watched the whole Versus since Brandy and Monica, and I was looking for somebody to swing on somebody when I was watching that one. I promise to God I was waiting on it. So everybody know the story about Brandy and Monica at one of them award shows, and Monica hauled off and socked Brandy in her jaw. I'm sure everybody heard that. So
what?
Yes, when they was doing The Boy Is Mine, I think the only time they performed The Boy Is Mine. I said Monica gave that girl some energy for the stage, didn't it?
So let me help you with that, sis.
Right. So I haven't watched one all the way through. I started getting bored because I'm like, why? It's 3 hours of whatever. This particular one, had Jalen not been playing on the game while I was watching this would have been on my TV. I would have cast it to my TV or logged in because they were streaming it on Instagram, and they were streaming it on whatever that little app is that that bought Versus from Timbaland and Swiss Beat, and they also had it streaming live on YouTube. So I would have just had it on my TV and would have been fine. I had me something to drink. I had a nice little din, had some snacks. I was ready. Okay, I was ready because it's early 55, and the Isley brothers, like I was ready. And I was not disappointed. The only thing I was disappointed about is Steve Harvey. Listen here.
I'm needing him to leave that church hat alone.
Baby, what is with
church
this
hat from the mother girl?
Do you see this? This man got on.
First of all, I love the suit. Thank you very much. I love it when you look like an Easter egg. That's my thing.
And then he come out with a chinchilla coat. Did he come out with a chinchilla coat?
Who? Steve Harvey or Isley?
No, Steve Harvey.
I don't remember the chinchilla coat. I do remember that he did an outfit change when they went to go take a bathroom break. Them prostates was like, listen, what we ain't finna do is hold this water. Look. Right.
Like, can we take a break? We can do this, but we cannot. We cannot.
We're gonna have to take a break because we all over 50. And this ain't gonna work.
We all need some help.
And the ladies was like really into Ron Isley.
Let me tell you about this Ron Isley.
Hold on. But I wasn't, because he looked just like my daddy. I was like,
listen here. Understand this, okay? This ain't big Mr. Biggs right here. I don't know what he done did with himself. Understand? Because Mr. Biggs was like, I was like, come on, Ron. You know, you Mr. Biggs. You need to do something better. That young wife done got him together. Let me say that one more time. That young wife done got him together. Baby, look at this zaddy he's giving us with this beard, honey. This zaddy.
Because she done said, you ain't got no more times to walk out with that crunchy, curly, very curl of it all.
That S-curl you got going on. Nobody got time for that.
Listen, I don't know who is still keeping the Wave Nouveau kit in their salon, but we will not be doing all of that today, Karan. We're not doing that.
So as a matter of fact, he might have it shaved. I'm not sure. Go shave it out. It was Easter though, but baby, after a certain age, certain colors and patterns.
I need Easter suit. Let me tell you the other thing. I was not upset. I know a lot of folks are talking about that Steve Harvey was doing too much talking, but this is why I wasn't upset. And I think somebody else posted this, and I wish I was able to share it. But he was fanning out. He got
he want to be an element. Do you hear me? He want to be an element so bad it ain't even funny. He said, y'all got earth, wind, and fire. Let me be let me be whatever the other ones is, right? Earth, wind, and fire, let me be water. Yes, he was fanning out, but at some point I was like, okay, so Steve, I get that you're a fan. However, listen, I want to hear the songs now. I got my drink, I got my brown liquor for the songs. So
he said, if y'all could just give me a moment of your time, let me just tell y'all, this is my whole life story in music.
Sonya, he does. He looks very, very good. Yes, he does. That young wife got that.
I enjoyed that. I'm probably never going to watch any more Verses. Like I was over it after last year.
I was too. It's like, y'all still doing this?
Right. I'm like, okay, y'all.
But you know what? They did good with this one because they had more than 20 hits. They had over 20 hits. You
Yeah.
getting people that only had like 5 or 6 hits. Come on now. Come on.
You're getting people that's just famous. At some
Yeah,
point.
like I didn't watch Keisha and Ashanti at all. I knew
I
that
didn't either.
Ashanti did a lot of writing, so I figured she had 20 hits because she wrote music for folk. So I got that part. Like everything Jennifer Lopez did in them early years, I feel like Ashanti wrote all of that.
She probably
So I didn't necessarily have, if Ashanti had gone against somebody else, then I would have been okay. But Ashanti and Keisha Cole, I wasn't here for, so I didn't watch it. I wasn't finna do that to myself. I'll probably watch Escape and the other girls. I probably won't watch the whole 3 hours. But
I'm probably that's gonna be the very one I don't watch. You know,
Okay,
y'all need to
I
get
might watch them.
that commission and
okay.
for that one.
How many hits did they have?
Oh, Escaping SWV?
Yeah. It wasn't 20.
So, well, let me say this. Yeah, cause here's the thing too. Back in the 90s, they used to play songs off the albums more so.
Right.
Than
now. Like the first one, you got Just Kicking It, Tonight, and what's the other song?
They had that song on the Mad soundtrack. They had some songs that was played because hell, we used to sing them at East for the talent show. I ain't even lying.
And then the second one, they had.
Okay, so let me read this one from SWV. So this is gonna be not necessarily in any order, but I just put top hits. Okay, let's see. Hit songs here. Weak, Rain, Right Here, I'm So Into You, You're Always on My Mind, Use Your Heart, You're the One. I had to think, what is that? Okay. Anything, Candy from Booty Call,
Downtown,
It's Not Cool, It's All About You. So that's what 12. Someone, All Night Long from Waiting to Tell, Cosign,
yeah.
When You Cry.
I know that one. Yeah,
I know that one.
Never heard of that one.
It's on the soundtrack too. Keep going.
Okay, Man Crush Every Day. MCE. Fine Time. What number
What's
we
that
on?
last one?
Fine Time is from their 1996 soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's what I need. This is where I started losing because I don't know none of these. Ain't No Man, Love Is Amazing. What's it going to be?
Ain't No Man is from their newer album when they came out with the show. I know that song. I know Ain't No Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then once you start from there, I'm like, I don't know after that.
Let's look at Escape and let's see that comparison.
Okay. Let's see. Escape It songs. And spell it right, Heather. There we go. All right. This is how it starts. You ready? Just Kicking It. Who Can I Run To? Feel So Good. My Little Secret. The Arms of the One You
The One That Love You. Yep.
Okay. Love on My Mind.
Yep.
Do You Want To?
Yep.
Keep On Keeping On.
Yep. Keep on keeping on, 'cause you came and you changed my. Okay, keep going.
Am I Dreaming? Bounce With Me. Understanding. Softest Place on Earth.
I don't know that one.
Yes, you do. Keep going.
Tonight.
Work
Slow.
Hold on, say that one more time.
Work Me Slow. It's from the 1995 album.
I think I know it a little bit.
Is that the
but,
Traces of My Lipstick one or
no? It's
we're
the
gonna have to
second
play
one.
those.
okay? Keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay, Is My Living in Vain?
Yeah.
Dream Killer. White.
Don't know
This
that
is
one.
2018. Some of these are 2018.
Them niggas broke up by then. Okay, keep going.
Exactly. Can't Hang. Never. I don't know that one. Who's the
I know that one.
Man? Okay, so then you got One of
Do they
These
have
Loves.
In the Rain?
Who?
In the Rain? Do they have In the
I
Rain?
wanna go outside.
That one. Let's see.
From
One
the
of the
Love
last
Jones
songs,
soundtrack.
like Lovers
Yeah.
Do, Pumping. In the Rain is on further down on this list.
That was
Okay.
that was my best one. I like right there. That was a good one. You know, normally I don't like when people remake songs, but that one I like. That
I did
song
like
right
that
there,
one.
and Casey and JoJo's when we did Love Ballad.
So let me also put this in here. Let's put this in the mix with Escape. Tiny and Candy wrote for a lot of people too. So that brings my thing. Are they going to utilize some of the stuff that Candy and Tiny wrote? Because they were writing. They started writing, I think, while they were still with Escape, and they've been writing for people ever since. And they wrote for a ton of people. So I'm wondering if you put together Tiny and Candy stuff, if they might throw that in the mix too. I'm just putting it out there. I don't know if the other two girls have a problem with it. You know, they have issues still, poor babies.
Right.
But I'm wondering if they do that. I don't know that Coco or Taj, anybody have written anything out of them three. But yeah. Just a thought.
Yeah. So like I said, I won't be holding my breath, but y'all have fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I'm not staying up late I stayed up late for the Elements and the Isley Brothers. I'm not doing that no more. I'm just not.
That's all we're doing today.
That's all. All right, next slide.
All right, let's go. Let me just say this real quick before you start.
Okay.
Let me just say, and I know you're getting ready to read the slide, but what's fun is my sister was telling me about this young man maybe a year ago. And in fact, what she was doing, she was asking me if I remember when she used to work at a certain place like 100,000 years ago. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, we got onto the topic of talking about roses. And she was like, I remember when I used to work at this place, and you know, like at that time she always you know, got, you know, stuff for people's kids, like, what do you want for Christmas, whatever. And she was like, this little boy in particular said, I want a rose. And she was like, okay. So she bought him a rose. And so what was funny about that, she was like, fast forward, he has a whole line. It's just a bunch of roses all over his clothes. And I was like, really? But anyway, so she, you know, when he was little and everything, you know, she worked with his mom, and she was like, I'm just so proud of him. And so I was telling her then, I was like, man, I'm probably going to just order some stuff for him. Fast forward to this. Now keep going.
Okay. So Prep Curry, which I've heard of Prep.
Go ahead. Pharaoh. Go ahead, Pharaoh.
Apparently he graduated from the same school that Wendy graduated from. But Prep Curry is a known Memphis designer here, and he got a collab with Banana Republic, that's a big thing whenever a fashion designer, especially somebody who is designing their own stuff and they've been pushing their brand for so long, they get to collab with a larger company, and that would actually probably bring his brand. Well, not probably. It's gonna bring his brand up. So I'm proud of him for being able to do this. This is amazing. This is not something that happens to all designers.
No. I remember watching him last year during the pandemic. I remember watching him. He did like several lives where he was just making stuff. He was just talking and just you can hear the machine going. I'm like, okay,
yeah. And you have to, and let me also say this. I really want people, because I was watching, I can't remember what commercial it was. It was this Asian designer who I don't think that he's gay, but I think he asked his parents to like get like he was fascinated with like Barbie dolls and like the different fashions that they would wear, and he ended up in the long run being a fashion designer. But his parents thought it was something wrong with him that he was asking for these Barbie dolls. So let's not stunt a child's creativity, and a lot of times we as adults can kill whatever that is. So your sister got that baby the roses that he wanted for Christmas. I just want some roses. Somebody else could have been like, "No, I'm finna get you. No, you a whole boy. What am I getting you roses for?" Let's stop normalizing being dream killers for our kids, because that's kind of how we do it, and then our kids get discouraged, and then they just, it stunts their growth. Yeah,
and they get angry, and then once they get to a certain age, they'll stop including you in their life and their successes and everything. Like I said, I'm sure she hasn't heard from them in years, but I do remember when she worked with his mom, and a lot of times they would have like events or whatever, and she used to always bring her mom, because my sister old enough to be, well, not she's 14 years old, 14 years older than me. So I used to go to little events and everything, but he always was a little creative kid, and everything. So I'm just glad to see that, he had enough within himself to continue going like that, because like you said, they got him their sewing machine or whatever and been done with it. But people a lot of times hold on to like masculinity and femininity and think it's wrapped up in things, and it's all about who you are on the inside. And now we play with it. I mean, it's just like with my kids get to play with dolls. They get to play, if they want to walk around in my shoes. When they were little, they could walk around in my shoes. They could build stuff. We got computer stuff, we got doll stuff, we got slime, we got everything. And I never wanted to limit my kids from playing with something, or just simply because of, well, boys are not supposed to do that. Like, no, if you want to learn how to cook, like at first my oldest thought he wanted to be a chef, and so we were like, all right, cool, let me teach you how to cook, let's do these things. So
now they do have cooking shows for the little kids now.
They do.
Right.
But
he don't get hungry.
Man, I like, if Josh said he want to learn how to cook, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. Do whatever you want.
And so and my son, he's in the computers and stuff, but he likes to cook. He, for the first time, did the crock pot lasagna. He tried that. He looked up the recipe and tried that and got that going. But he had to learn how to cook out of necessity because of the job that I had previous to the one I have now. It was long hours, so I wasn't making it home. I could only put so much stuff in the crock pot to have it ready for right. So they were having to do the things, and so that he was a teenager at the time, so he was at home with his brother in the evening times when I, until I got off work. So my dad showed him how to make some things, and he's taking it to the next level, and into learning how to do stuff and looking up recipes and seeing stuff on TikTok and wanting to try it. So yeah, I definitely don't. If that little one just learn how to do it, I'd be okay. I'd be like, hey, you see this little kid on this cooking show? You see what they do with that knife? Hey,
yep.
He'd be like, nah, I'm good. Y'all do it for me.
I see. Jalen gonna be a traditional man. He gonna want his woman to do everything.
No, we gonna kill that. That boy finna learn how to boil water or something real soon.
You gonna get that up out of him, because I don't think it's gonna be
right now.
Traditional women left, because a lot of folks like, Chad, I got a job, I got time to be doing this.
Girl, and half of these little girls don't know how to cook no way. He ain't got any tradition. They're gonna have traditional takeout then if that's the case.
Listen, here's the traditional takeout, because you know what? In this household right here, we have a standing takeout day, which is now, I think it's usually Mondays now. And it's like, are we getting to the point where the people where we pick up from be like, you want your usual? Like, you know what, though, you ain't got to say it like that.
Right.
You really don't have to say it like that. You don't have to act like,
What you say?
you know,
You want to go where everybody knows your name.
yeah, like you want your regular. Shut up, girl.
So
You serious?
are y'all planning on supporting Mr. Prep Curry? Buying
Oh yeah,
something from Banana
I got
Republic?
some things. Because see, here's the thing: Banana Republic and all them do afterpay, so I'm getting a pair of those joggers.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Say less. Yes. Let me go and get some afterpay on real quick, like in a hurry. Yes. Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
because Banana Republic and Old Navy still the same thing. So they
They
got
are.
You
after
ain't got. I'm like,
a
dang
pair of the
it, that
joggers.
he
My
would.
thing right now.
And I'm like this, he would do this after I quit Gap. Because I can't get the 50% discount no more. Dang it.
Girl, you better get on afterpay Klarna on one of them and make it do what it do. What?
I'm telling you, because I need all of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So congratulations to Prep Curry. We know this is gonna take your brand to the next level. So we're grateful for that. So thanks, brother, for sharing your talents with the world.
Yeah. That's so
All
great.
right.
Also, I think he's engaged too. He's also engaged.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know
I
that.
think she's also, I think that's the girl that's modeling him. It's his fiance.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the site real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
I know we're gonna move on too, but I just wanted to pull this site up real quick, just to show y'all like there's very nice things. If we're gonna support somebody, and like I tell folks, we're gonna support people and pay full price today because we know some of that go to him. Even though that employee discount does sound great.
Man, sometimes
you ain't got no
I be
connect.
up in Gap and I'm not, well, Gap is closed now, so there's no more Gap in Memphis. If you want to go to Gap, you got to go to the outlet in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, those socks are cute.
Yeah.
The socks are cute. The mask is cute. This little jogger outfit here, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
And then like those little joggers, like I said, a lot of stuff that he has is gonna have that rose
graphic
on there because I think that's his favorite flower. So you're gonna see a lot of flowers.
A lot of his creation, it has something to do with a rose in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he makes crazy joggers. I'm like, dude.
I dig it. Well, we supporting you, brother.
Anyway, go ahead.
It is good.
We supporting you, brother.
Yes.
It is
Ooh, look
good.
at
they got a sale going on.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
We got you, buddy.
Yeah.
We're gonna support. Y'all make sure y'all head on over to that Banana Republican site, the Prep Curry collection, and go and get you a job. Yeah. Yep.
Very nice. All right.
But you know what? I'm thinking if I would have worked at Gap, I don't think his would have been included in the
discount,
in the 50% discount. Because like Sarah, well, I remember one time when I was working at Gap, Sarah Jessica Parker had a collection and we couldn't buy that with our discount.
Oh, well, yeah. Probably wouldn't work. All right. Well, next slide.
All right. Here we go.
I see you changed the title. I haven't been able to watch this trial.
I'm not watching it. I didn't.
I haven't been able to watch it. I feel like I need to protect my peace. However, I have been reading some things as in regards to the trial. Everybody is saying this man was wrong for how he handled George Floyd. Like, there ain't been one person that has been on his side, including his captain. And then so the other officers that was around him that were stopping the people from trying to stop the officer from putting his neck on this man's neck for the 8 minutes and 40 something odd seconds that he had his knee on this man's neck. They were like, well, yeah, he was wrong. He shouldn't have did that. Not to mention the medical examiner said, hey, he died from asphyxiation.
They be like, no, he didn't.
No, everybody's saying that's what he died. I mean, you can't. I know they probably, the defense is probably saying that, yes. Well, he had drugs in his system. That's all where they wanted to go to. So he smoked a little weed. Okay. That still didn't have nothing to do with this man putting his knee on his neck and stopping him from breathing. He had him in handcuffs. You didn't have to put your knee on his neck. He wasn't struggling. He was in handcuffs. So
right.
This is what I need the people. I don't know if it's a jury trial because again, I have not been watching it. Mika said, "Damn it."
We ain't gonna talk about it that long. We just
we ain't gonna spend time on it. This is what I hope. I really hope that he is made an example out of. Period. I need him to do the time. He murdered this man. We got recorded tape. I know the recordings ain't worked in the past, but everybody's saying this man is wrong. I'm gonna need y'all to hear him. Judge, jury, I need y'all to hear him, and he needs to go to jail. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's
and I'm like, why the hell you taking notes? Like, boy, you ain't taking. Put that notebook down.
I'm not understanding why it's taking so long.
I don't know why it's taking so long either, but I need them to continue. I need everybody to keep saying, bruh, he was wrong. Bruh, he was wrong. Send him to jail. Bruh, he was wrong. I need that to keep going so they can go ahead and send him to jail. Period. Okay, next slide, because I can't.
I'm over here upset because the joggers I wanted are sold out. But anyway.
Well, good. That's good, though. That's good. We just need you to restock.
Yeah, so we left one there for me. So I just got to get the regular ones and not the patchwork one. I'll be all right.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Another collab that I'm excited about is Slutty Vegan out of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. She has a collab with Shake Shack, which is a franchise down in Georgia. And she's collabing with them on the vegan burger. Now, keep in mind, she has her own brand. She's a graduate of Spelman. Every opportunity she gets to give back to her alma mater, she does. But this is a big deal because she's a small business. I heard about her from my friends that live in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and some friends that have gone to visit, and they've gone because they've heard of it. So this is a good thing. This is on a larger scale for her too. So I'm super excited for this brand to be represented at the Shake Shack. It's going to be a limited time offering, but this is going to put her, yes, let's go, Mika. Let's go. So this is going to put her brand on the map as well. So I'm super excited about this. I'm totally excited. And that looks really good for a vegan burger. I had one today, actually, from Farm Burger.
Yeah, I think one of the things about her was when she paid off those kids, those seniors. Student loans. I thought that was really nice. So, I ain't been in Atlanta in a minute, but you know, I may sacrifice and go just to try this burger.
Road trip. All right.
The only size they got is a large.
Ready?
That's the only size they got left is a large.
I can do a large.
I can do a large.
Go to the tall side right now. And tall has some other size. Go to regular because tall is the one that only has large.
Go to the regular. I'm looking at large too. In the regular.
You looking at regular or tall?
Regular.
Okay. Y'all really, they trying to find it. I'm going to do this too.
We over here like Afterpay.
But I can't see the slides. If I come off the screen, I won't be able to see the slides to read. So we do need to get the plan. We got a couple of trips we need to plan. Look,
y'all gonna leave me out. Y'all gonna give me the biggest taste of FOMO I'm gonna ever have.
Plane ride. Like, yeah, if it ain't on a plane, I ain't going. I'm gonna tell y'all. Alana is not a road trip for me.
It ain't.
I need a plane ticket.
I can't do over 6 hours. I can't do over 6 hours.
Well, it is
but I can do a 6-hour road trip.
I need a plane. I need to be able to
it's like me going up to Chattanooga. Chattanooga is like 5 to 5.5 hours, and then Atlanta's 30 minutes outside of Chattanooga.
Right, yeah. It's a 6-hour drive. Okay, let's focus. So Prince Harry, of course, is going to Prince Philip's funeral, but Meghan is going to stay behind. Let me tell y'all something. These white folk mad at Meghan. I saw this story, and I'm telling you right now, they all in the comments. She don't need to go. She lied on them people. I was like, y'all saying the girl lied and said the folk didn't ask her what color her son was gonna come out. Y'all saying they didn't protect the girl because I'm confused. Like where are we getting?
People just do and say whatever they want to do and say when it comes to stuff like this. She ain't gotta go. She ain't gotta show up. The
reason is not what we all think it is. The reason is the doctor told her she can't. That's a long flight from California. She can't take it. She high risk. She just lost a baby, so they don't want to lose this one. She don't need to travel.
That's why I keep telling folks, listen to the person that's been part of a geriatric pregnancy. I hate that word.
No, Harry ain't gone to glory. Prince Philip, the man that looked like he about to die standing next to Harry, went to glory.
And then people was like, gone too soon. He was 99, bro.
He was 99 years old.
He was 99.
He was 99 years old.
A long life.
Oh, very long life.
I was surprised he lived that long.
It's about to be 100. Actually, I was not. Okay.
But it was so funny. People was like, gone too soon.
Not. How long did you expect him to stay alive?
Condolences to the royal family, but
yeah. Next slide. Yeah, I didn't care about Philip dying. I just cared about this story right here and how the white people were mad. Okay, we're gonna go to the next slide.
Wow. Wow.
So y'all listen, let me tell y'all something right now. 2021. I ain't got time. Where Black Rob in the hospital? Why was he sending?
Who is Black Rob? Because I was like,
the song Whoa? You don't remember the song Whoa?
Like, why is this relevant? Oh, okay.
Okay, but that's fine. At any rate, anybody who's into hip hop like that, Black Rob is in the hospital now. He's previously had a stroke in 2013, and that he's not that him and DMX is around the same vernacular as far as age is concerned. I think he might be a little younger than DMX, but they're from New York rappers. And the way we found out he was in the hospital is he was sending out prayers to DMX from the hospital bed. And let me say this to y'all again. I say this very, very often. If I'm in the hospital, do not, and I repeat, don't you record me from no hospital. Don't record me. I'm not looking my best. My hair ain't on. My face ain't done. Don't you put no camera in front of my face and I'm in a hospital bed. You just need to say, pray for faith and keep it pushing. Don't you record me. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all two on here, don't let them record me in no hospital.
And hold on. And if I die, please do not put me in a shirt with some clouds.
You said what?
If I die, please do not put me on a shirt with some clouds on it.
No, you know I won't.
I don't want nobody to make no shirts and put me on those shirts anyway. If I die, now I don't want that. But what we not gonna do is if I'm in the hospital, if I'm hooked up to whatever I'm doing, don't you post it on no Facebook? Don't you put it on your YouTube page? Don't you have it in your phone? I don't need that type. I don't want that. I'm putting it out there. Huh?
He's 51. He's 51. He'll be 52 this year.
Okay.
So he was older than DMX.
He's older than D. Okay. So
he'll be 52 in July.
Yeah. He had a heart attack in 2013. I mean, a stroke in 2013. So I don't know what's going on now. I do know that COVID is still real and people are still dying from it, although they're giving out vaccines left and right. But yeah.
we got to reach herd immunity. So, and some people are getting, here's the other thing. Some people are going for one vaccine and not going back for the second one.
Oh, wow. No. Wow. Okay. Yeah, if I'm looking like silly, I'm beating the brakes off. Right. Like, don't do me like that.
There's a thing of you can, there are so many filters you can use now where you can have like little animals speaking on your behalf. Like the whole wanting to show people where they are and all that kind of stuff really annoys me. Like I want people to not do that.
Yeah, I don't care about none of it. I don't take no pictures of me. Don't record me. If you do and I die, I'm hunting you. Understand, I'm coming back in your dreams. I'm gonna be opening doors at your house. I'm not playing.
Who are you gonna call?
Shut up.
Spread, like, she said she's coming to get you.
I'm coming to get you. Understand?
Okay, y'all. Okay, so I think is that Joshua?
That was Joshua.
Okay, now he just got me thinking of something I saw on TikTok where it was one video where these two dogs was fighting one another, and the owner said pound, 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 and so they stopped. And then it's like one of those duo videos, and so it was, you saw like a kid like, how about nursing home, funeral home, graveyard, and the mama popped him upside the head.
Something wrong with these kids. All right, next slide.
Well, all of them. All right. Ooh, overshot. Okay.
University of Memphis are the 2021 NIT basketball champs. Now, y'all talk about the NIT so bad. Y'all really do. Y'all feel like if it ain't the
NCAA, a real thing.
Huh?
They talk about it like it's not a big deal to like win a championship, but
yeah, so they look at it because it's like you couldn't beat the teams on the NCAA, and so since you got put out of whatever round, this is the secondary championship. Like they really talk bad about it, but they won.
They won.
They were better than those teams.
Yeah.
A lot of people in Memphis don't think so, Paul. I'm sorry. I had
people
somebody
say, because my thing is I ain't seen you be athletic yet, so why are we talking about what people doing?
Then there was somebody that was because we had this meme going around about Coach Calipari and how everybody in Memphis still kind of mad at him for the way he did us.
Okay, like I said, I don't care about him leaving,
but you cannot bring his name up without me having an attitude.
Right.
It wasn't about him leaving to go to Kentucky. It wasn't about that. It was what he did to our team to make our team lose their record for their whole season.
Correct. But that's the part, because here's the thing. He gaslit us. And gaslighting wasn't a word at that time. He said, well, we understand what's going on. And they asked him about the rumors that he was leaving to go to Kentucky. Oh, no. Those rumors are not true. The man lied, okay?
A full ass lie.
A whole lie. You knew you was going to sign that contract with Kentucky. Quit playing games. You knew you was about to do that because you knew the heat was getting hot. Okay?
Yep.
It was on your behind. And then keep in mind, he did this at UMass. So I was already side-eyeing the University of Memphis for hiring him in the first place. Because you had did the same thing at UMass because you want to win. Kentucky threatened him, though. They said, if you do this, you will never coach a game of basketball again. Don't look. If we lose, we lose.
Right. So, I always care. I don't care. Whenever I see Kentucky on the screen, I always hope for the other team to win. Like,
I always beat him.
They haven't won a championship since then. Since he became.
No, they haven't. And that's God. That's God right there. That's how karma just comes back around to bite you in the behind. That's how they go. That's why, and everybody was talking about that's why Derrick Rose kept getting hurt. Derrick wanted to do was play basketball. That's all he wanted to do. So if you all took my score so I could play for your basketball team, because I was only gonna be here for a year anyway.
Right.
Because they knew I was going to the NBA. Then I said all that baby want to do was play basketball.
No,
so we could tell he wasn't gonna be winning no academic contest no time soon. We just gotta know where you're cheering.
Then I was mad at him. Paul said they actually won 2011, 2012. Then I was mad at him because he told his girlfriend at the time to drop out of school. I said, no, baby, somebody need to read your contract. Let that baby stay in school. That's the wrong move.
Somebody ain't telling y'all the right thing right now.
What Portia say? Wrong.
That ain't what we doing today.
That ain't what we do. I said, baby, somebody got to read your contract because you can't. So I'm gonna need you to let that baby stay in school.
Let her stay in school. You go out there and you slay the dragons, and you just let her come on.
And you let her come on. Yes, absolutely.
Don't do that.
Oh, Lord. Next slide, Lord.
Well, congratulations, University of Memphis.
So, of course, we are learning about the voter suppression that's been taking place in Georgia. Well, the Major League Baseball Association said, guess what? We're not having this all-star game down here. That's not what we are going to do. So they have pulled the all-star game from Atlanta. Of course, GOP don't like it. I don't think they care. They are asking more people to join in solidarity with them until Georgia stops because they still suppressing voters. It's ridiculous. Although
they mad because black folks showed up.
Right. And although Georgia did turn blue, and we were able they were able to get Georgia to turn blue, and they were able to get Ossoff and Warnock nominated as well, which turned our Senate to where it is today. They are still finding cases where voter suppression is taking place, and so Major League Baseball said we fundamentally support voting rights for all Americans and oppose restrictions to the ballot boxes. So they're not having it there. I do not know if anybody knows where they're having it, let me know. I'm sorry, they're not. I watch baseball occasionally. I might watch the last game of the World Series, just to see who wins. I don't even watch the whole game, but I like to go and see baseball live. That's what I like to do. It's really long and boring to me on TV, but when they got the organ and they playing, take me out to the ball game and I'm eating, the food at the baseball stadium and stuff, I love that part of it. I just don't like to, they're doing it in Denver, Colorado. Coors Field in Denver. Thank you, Paul. All right. Well, shout out to MLB for standing with the people who want their voices heard when it's time to vote.
And didn't Coca-Cola also did something too?
Who's that?
So were we like
Coca-Cola was on the list of people to boycott, and then Coca-Cola said, wait, hold on, wait a minute. We don't agree with this. So that's what happened with Coca-Cola.
Okay, because I thought we was finna boycott. I thought the boycott
was because I was like, first of all, that is my entire menu of things to add to the food that I love to imbibe.
Coke and crème. I mean,
people, yeah. So them and even the Topo Chico, which is like a sparkling water thing, it's a spritzer. Like it's really good when you add gin to it. But anyway,
girl. Gin and juice.
Anyway, but yeah, I was going to be sad. So there's that.
Okay, yeah.
But
all right, here we go. Next slide.
Yeah, we ready.
So I got to see this documentary, y'all, and I was like in tears because the movie didn't really do her story justice, if you will.
It was entertaining, but it really wasn't informative.
What do you mean, the movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the movie was entertaining. She didn't want to do the movie. Tina said, I was told to write this book so they can stop asking me about Eternal. I wrote the book, and then they talking about they want to do the book. And she even said, listen, I don't want to do this. She said, I never want to. Oprah asked her, so how does it feel to have a movie about your life? I ain't never want this. I didn't ask you.
I just want. She like, I'm tired of it.
Right.
I'm tired of y'all asking me about this. This is not my life anymore.
Right. She moved and she left. And lived in Europe. I cannot remember what part of Europe. Switzerland. Thank you. She's had to recently come back though because her health is failing. I know she was having kidney issues at one point. She survived cancer. At another time, we didn't realize it. And actually, recently, she just lost one of her sons. He killed himself.
Crazy.
And she felt guilty about it. Even to this day, she feels guilty about it because she felt like when they were younger, growing up, because she was always on the road and not really at home. When she tried to be at home, she was at home, but she was either in the studio or she was on the road. And she felt bad about that. So it gives you a insight into Tina's life in her world. And you see some pictures and never before seen footage. It was really, really good. So I like the way they put it together. I'm glad she had a say-so in it. And I'm glad she was able to tell her story. Let me tell y'all this, though. Let me tell you this year, 2021, you better let Tina hold on because I cannot do this year. You understand me? Can't. Won't.
Too many. It's too many so far. It's too many so far.
I can't do it.
We're like in the 4th month of the year.
Y'all better find a cure for something because I can't. It's too early in the year. So I do want y'all to keep that in mind. Or I need the year 2021 to keep that in mind.
Right.
All right. Next slide. Oh boy.
This is a clear case of do your mama like you? But I think he did this on purpose.
I think he did it on purpose too. Paul Pierce, who a former basketball player for one of my favorite team, the Boston Celtics. I love when he and Rondo and all those guys were on the team together, like Kevin Garnett. Those guys were on the team together. It was phenomenal, and it was always this big battle between Boston and the Lakers. And I think their battle goes back further than this, but it was a real big deal. Like either you was a Lakers fan or a Boston a Celtics fan. You couldn't be both. I chose the Celtics because I like those guys. At any rate, this man has parlayed his career into being a commentator on ESPN, and 9 times out of 10, that's typically where you go. That's like your next step, especially if you're a big basketball player or a big football player in the league. You're able to parlay it into a show on ESPN or Fox Network or whatever, and they get you in there, and you're able to commentate, and you get like millions of dollars contracts to do. Now, his contract was $3 million a year to do what he did on ESPN. Well, last week Paul decided he was gonna get some strippers, and he didn't even get the best strippers, y'all. Listen, if I would be on the gram with some strippers, they gonna be some bad. Shut your mouth. They gonna be some bad ones. These babies ain't got no meat on their bones. They look like they needed to eat, but I digress. So he's on Instagram. I only had 315 people that viewed this live, and he drinking. I don't know if he was smoking, probably was, and he had the strippers in the background. So soon as
married,
he is also married. Soon as the strippers see this, not the strippers, Lord Jesus. Soon as ESPN catch wind of this, they immediately say, "Hey, Paul, good. So you've made this easy for us. Let's go ahead and just part ways." Paul, I think, wanted this. I don't know. There have been some rumors of rumblings in the background. I know he's wanted to get into the cannabis market. A lot of guys are making a lot of money. Jay-Z, Jim Jones, Even Shawnee O'Neal is making money off of the cannabis market. Mike Tyson got a whole farm of weed. Okay, he's making money off of it. So a lot of people are profiting off of the cannabis as it becomes legal in states. You know, we just got Mississippi and Arkansas on board. One day Tennessee gonna follow suit for the legalization of marijuana. So it's becoming legal, and I knew this day would come. I've always said they find out a way to tax that sucker, it's gonna become legal. At any rate, ESPN was acquired by Disney. Disney also has ABC. They also have Fox now. Like, Disney has just really monopolized the TV game. So I think somewhere in his contract, and I could be very, very wrong, this is frowned upon. That's not in line with their morals and values. So I think Paul was looking for a way out. And this right here is a morality clause. So let me just do the easiest thing so I can get out this contract without ending my contract, you know, on my own volition. Now, keep in mind, Paul is worth millions. So a lot of people was like, you lost your job. This was stupid. Well, he still got money. So I think he's going to be all right. It ain't just like he Pookie, who had a job for $70,000 and lost his $70,000 a year job, and now what he going to do? No, this is Paul, who's worth $7 million, who got them dollars, and they in the bank, and he could do what he want to do. And yeah, what Wendy?
If his wife get a good lawyer, unless he ain't got no good prenup, he gonna be a broke person.
So I don't know that his wife is divorcing him, though, because I think this is something that Paul does on a regular basis. He's also received a job offer from Cam Soda, which I learned, because I've never heard of it, was a porn site. They're going to give him a show, but they're only going to pay him $250,000 a year to do this show. Well, they don't have the millions that ESPN and Disney have to pay millions of dollars per year on a contract, but they want him to do a sports show on Cam Soda. I don't know what this is going to entail. I don't know if it's going to be strippers in the background. If it is, I need y'all to find some good ones and not these babies who need to eat some cornbread. I'm just saying, if you're going to get a stripper, get a stripper. You know what I'm saying? A good one.
Well, is his wife of African?
Huh?
You know, is his wife black?
I don't know. I have to look up Paul Pierce's wife. I'm not sure.
Maybe those are his types, the skinny ones that look like sticks.
It might be, but if I was into strippers, I would want somebody who got some behind and some titties, and you know, that's what I would want. Barstool Sports is also negotiating with him as well. Hopefully, Barstool can offer him some more money than $250,000 a year. The news articles like they're offering him a 6-figure deal. No, but he had a 7-figure deal over there at ESPN. Hopefully he's able to get into what he wants to get into, though, which is the cannabis market. That's the hope and the prayer. Wendy, I know you had something to say about it when I posted it on my page last week.
What?
You had something to say about it. I can't remember what it was that you said. When I was like, Paul, you probably don't forget. It's okay.
Yeah.
Heather, we can go to the next slide, baby. All right, so listen up. Last week, I was minding my own black business, and I saw another one of these posts about makeup. And let me say this right now. There are plenty of reasons why women wear makeup. 9 times out of 10, it ain't got nothing to do with getting no man. 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with getting a man. It's for us. It's a confidence booster. It enhances our beauty. Some people do put too much on. Some people don't know how to properly apply makeup. Some of us hire makeup artists to make some things happen that we don't know how to do. My hair, that's another topic that comes up, is what we wear on our heads. I'm as natural, and I talk about this all the time. I have 4Z. They say 4C. I think it's the last letter of the alphabet. Type hair. Okay. I decided to go natural when my son was not even 1 year old. My youngest son, and he's 11 now. Okay. So for over 10 years, I've been natural. Mm-hmm. I saw good hair. I saw what the perm did to the Coke can, and I was like, so I'm not putting that in my head no more. Okay. Mm-mm. So occasionally I'll wear my afro out and I'll be all natural. And then other times I don't want to fool with my afro. I want to get a sew in. I want to throw a wig on. I want to get a crochet. I want to get some braids. Guess whose prerogative it is to do that? Man, I don't ask you to pay for my stuff. I get my nails done. I get the things waxed. I get my eyebrows done. I put on makeup when I feel like I want to. I got a sew in right now. Okay?
I got a wig on.
But it don't matter. It don't. And if you want a basic bitch, and I said what I said, then be with the basic girl. Okay? I'm cute with makeup and without. I'm natural. And my versatility is amazing. Don't like walk on by. Absolutely.
Walk on by.
If that's what you want in your life, baby, have plain Susie over here. I have no problem with that. But what I do with my face and my hair is my business. Stop telling me I would look cute if I didn't wear makeup. I would look cute if I just wore my natural hair. Bro, you ain't got to comb my natural nappy head. You don't. I do. Okay?
You don't realize after this podcast, I gotta wash what's underneath this wig.
It takes time to get through and detangle the naps that's in my head.
The curly curl.
I ain't put no perm in my head no more. It's not happening.
It's not happening. The creamy crack is whack.
It's not. It go through a Coke can, man. I ain't doing that. What I'm doing that for?
I ain't doing it. Nope, and no.
Let me say this.
I already know. Go ahead and do it, Amber. Do it.
Sometimes people feel like it's their duty to tell you how and who to be when it has nothing to do with them. I found it interesting, though. I was just taking, I wanted to just talk a little bit about this time that I posted myself when I first really started playing around with lashes. And, I put them on my face and I was really excited. And some really haughty Negro decided to come into my inbox and let me know that they did not prefer me wearing lashes upon my face, into which I said, who the fuck asked you?
Right.
I don't remember.
Girl, you sound like
needing to ask you of all people who need to do some type of cosmetic uplift onto your face to tell me whether you like a lash I paid for. Sir, ain't nobody checking for you. Number one. Number two, I don't give a damn how you feel about lashes on my face. I don't understand why men folk even take the opportunity to say anything about that has to do with beauty. Because first of all, beauty is subjective. And then the other thing is, we ain't fucking ask you. I'm going to say this again. We did not fucking ask you. Okay?
And far be it for me to check you. You men who are built like Gru from Despicable Me, trying to come at me, talk about what I should look like and the requirements you have for a mate. Sir.
Girl.
Get out my inbox. I'm not for it. Okay? What I put on my face, on my body, on my head is my business. If you don't want to be with me, guess what, Gru? I don't want to be with you neither. K.
You should really hear these chat rooms on Clubhouse about
Right.
high value men and what they look for in a woman. And if
This is a
you're
buzz.
it's very hilarious to me because they're like,
Yeah.
well, high value men, they be wanting a certain type of lady. They be looking for women and they're gonna be in their 20s and 30s because if you got a baby, you ain't even worth it. I'm like, what? You gotta have long hair and all of this. You gotta look good. Your body gotta be tight. You gotta be this. You gotta be that. I'm like,
So let's go here with this long hair thing. So first of all, time out. Gru, you want an Instagram model. Guess what the Instagram model got? She got fake booties. She got fake titties. She got fake hair. She got makeup.
Yep.
Kim Kardashian's behind is not real. She paid for it, but it ain't real. All that hair, she puts hair pieces in her head.
There are pieces.
The makeup. Have you seen Kim without a makeup? It don't look the same.
no.
She look regular. She just look regular. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Ain't nobody, this whole, I've been tricked. No, sir. No, sir. No one's trying to trick you. You're not worth the trickery. So,
the trickery, Gru. You're not, Gru.
You're not.
You're not.
Here's the other problem I have. This buzzword of high value men. This phrase is bothering the shit out of me. I was talking to a guy a couple of weeks ago, and he said something about Megamind himself, Kevin Samuels, talking about high value men. And I said, what is this thing, y'all? What are y'all talking about with this high value men? And I'm like, are you talking about somebody's earning potential, or are you talking about the actual value of the person? Because
get on Clubhouse.
Worth a damn.
Get on Clubhouse. You will be amazed.
And if you are one of these men,
I'm about to take Clubhouse off my phone.
If you are one of these men who have 6+ figure income and you're that shallow, you're always going to have women that are only after you for one thing, and that is your money.
But here's the other thing about that. I'll tell y'all something. If you've ever been around men, the difference between being around these quote high value men, and to me those are the lower six figures, like you had $99,999.99, like you barely 100,000 there, versus these guys that have been making money for a minute, and they are into the mid to higher six figures. There's a difference in the mindset, especially since if they've been making that kind of money.
Right.
There's a difference in the mindset. Those guys that been making that kind of money don't have that type of rhetoric. They don't be talking like that. These dudes sound just like Chris talking about woman for my money. No, you ain't got no money.
Ain't got it.
What do we be doing?
Because guess what? Because as the people say, if you owe for student loans and you make six figures, you might as well say you still in debt, because unless you're gonna take that entire paycheck and pay off all of your student loans, then you ain't of no value. You just somebody that's got debt. Sit down somewhere. Like I know guys that have made that are on different spectrums of the six figure, spectrum. And I always see that the guys that just got into the six figures, they probably now, they've been at that 70, 80,000 and they finally making it over. They all of a sudden have these expectations they can't even live up to. And guys that have been making that kind of money for a minute and it's not new to them, they don't talk like that. They don't have these dumbass requirements. Let's go on back over to Steve Harvey, who got money. He been past it. Those kind of men who really got money don't talk like that. They are always looking for something different. It's not a high value this and that. They always talking about a wife making you better or a woman making you better. Not she gotta have this and this and that. And they like, but why if I got it? It don't make sense to me. They have never been able to give me a good reason, other than the fact that somebody was probably bullying you back in elementary school, or the girl you tried to ask.
Maybe they want makeup. Maybe they want weed. Yeah. maybe that girl
You know?
won't make up a weave and she bullied you, or maybe that's who rejected you.
Right. Maybe
And
you
now
just
you
triggered
feel
that.
like,
It ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's the thing. Like those type of guys, to me, you'll never be of any value to me or anyone else who thinks like I do as a woman. If you think that everything is wrapped up in some things, like, you know, face and all this kind of stuff. If you worried about all that, then go find you. And here's the other thing. That's why those type of men always look for younger women, people they can manipulate, people they can gaslight, people that they can, you know, mold into that level of subservience, because we're not going to call it submission, subservience, where they can dictate to them stuff like that, put them down, say stuff like that, and they'll actually jump through the hoops that they can't even jump through on themselves. So, you know, call me a man basher if you want to. I don't really give a damn.
Right.
But what you're not going to do is this. We're not going to keep doing this kind of stuff and being upset because women are like, yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just thought I'd throw that out there today because, you know, I'm tired. Don't get in my inbox. You don't like my picture, just keep on trucking. You ain't got to get out my inbox with the foolishness. Okay.
Don't ask me about don't tell me that you like my hair better straight on the occasions that I straighten my hair, because fuck you. And yeah.
I'm tired of you.
Don't ask me about why my hair is blue and purple, because it's none of your damn business.
None of your business. Why don't you wear your hair natural? Because, nigga, I got to comb it. Real talk, I do. And it takes time.
Again, the person that I have to lay up with ain't never had a problem with it. Ain't never tried to dictate.
And the people who I have previously laid up with ain't never tried to dictate. They had no problem with the way Faith looked. As a matter of fact, it's because of the way Faith looked. They wanted to get in them draws. So listen, I'm not changing who I am for you.
What we're saying is this ain't really the hill you want to die upon, because it's gonna be a slow and painful death.
And you're gonna get blocked. I don't even block folk from Facebook, but get in my inbox talking about what I should and should not be doing. Blocked. Okay? It's gonna happen. Okay? I'm sick of it. All right. Next slide.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is our last.
This is our last one, yeah. And I made this last because this made me very, very sad this week. Last week we got the news that DMX had been rushed to the hospital because I'm hearing mixed reports and mixed stories. Somebody said some outlets are reporting there was an overdose. Family members are saying no, he took one of them shots and had a heart attack from that. I don't know how or when he had a heart attack. I do know that that's a medical fact. He was in a coma. I think they had him on a breathing machine. He was breathing on his own. It was a little hope, but they was like, no, he ain't got no brain activity. So we don't know. I don't know if he died on his own or the family made the decision to go ahead and pull the plug. I'm not sure about that.
I think they pulled the plug.
Think they pulled the plug. Okay. I wasn't ready. I let me say this about DMX, because I've seen some insensitive comments about his journey. And let me start off by saying this. DMX has been a tortured soul since before we met him. Okay. Mom dropped him off at a children's home and left him. He didn't know why. Had a mentor that laced his weed with crack cocaine, and he ain't been the same since. So he's had a ton of demons that he's had to deal with. And I don't want anybody to say, well, he been using drugs for 30 plus years and he knew better and he could have. No, I don't want to see them comments. Addiction is a thing and it's real. And let me say this to those people who don't think it's real. We're addicted to food. We're addicted to porn. We're addicted to adrenaline. Folk addicted to cheating. Everybody got an addiction to something. You smoke cigarettes. You smoke weed. Everybody has an addiction to something.
Mm-hmm.
His addiction
It's a disease. That's the thing about it. Addiction is a disease like anything else, and you have to treat it. It's an illness.
Yeah. And so he's had a very rough life, and just because he had money, that's the other thing I want people to realize. Because he had money, because he was this big star or whatever that was, it did not mean that his struggles went away. As a matter of fact, the struggles open up wider because they got the money. They really got the money to spend on the addiction. They got people offering them stuff. They can get it for free now because they are who they are. So let's stop that. There's a meme being circulated around too, and I want to really clear that up. There's a meme going around saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce bought his masters and they're gonna sell them and give them to the kids, or sell them, and from the seller they give them money to his kids. His 17 kids. So first of all, y'all stop giving this man too many kids. He had 15. He did not have 17. Okay, let me start off with that. He had 15 kids. Yes.
How many baby mamas?
So he had 4 of them by his wife, his ex-wife now, Tashira, and then he had different women after. I can't do no math right now, but he was messing with different women while they were married, and then after they got a divorce, he was still dealing with folk. So I didn't know he had 15. I knew he had the 4 by his wife, but I was definitely not aware of that. And I don't know that he had the best relationship with his kids either, as far as that was concerned, because of a lot of the stuff he went through. He was in jail 3 times. And, he gotten clean, and then he filed back into the trap. Then he get clean again. It was a struggle for him. It was a real struggle. I love he's one of my favorite rappers. I love the DMX come on, I'll be like, yes, X gonna give it to him. I love that when it comes on Deadpool, when he started with the swords and stuff. I heard it's what I'm feeling. I'm like, yes, come on. I just love it. I do. So
it says that he has 15 children from 9 different women.
9 different women. Okay. Yeah. So he was out there, but this is the life. A lot of rappers, some of them miss a wonder they ain't got 100 laying around because they have it's a lifestyle.
Future.
Yeah.
You just don't know. The thing about men is that you'll never know because they can hide theirs where women can't.
Yeah. So he has had this struggle, and I didn't really delve into DMX's life until like after I graduated from college, because my high school and college years, it was DMX. I was all for it. I can't remember the little show that came on for teens on BET, but he was on that show.
Park?
No. It was another one that another used to host, Teen Summit. That's what it was. So he was on Teen Summit, and this girl I will never forget this my entire life. This girl said she was bringing a scenario to the table. She said, well, this guy, had sex with this girl, and they had sex, and he didn't call her anymore. She wanted to know what she needed to do. They said, they both, he said they both came, right? I think they had to cut it out. So if both of them did what they were supposed to do, that's what they was there to do. So why is she expecting a phone call from me? I was like, dang, that was Earl Simmons. That was Earl Simmons.
I'm gonna need BET to come back with Teen Summit.
They tried it. I don't know that they're gonna do it, but they tried it.
I was in love with the dude that had that deep voice. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, Teen Summit was a good show. I thought it was a really, really good show, and it gave teens kind of an outlet, that they didn't necessarily have. Mika said, you don't know another person's heart, mind, emotions. People do what they can to heal themselves, and sometimes it's self-destructive. It's sad to say the least, and we need to be more conscious of our own shit before forming an opinion of others. Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely. All the finger
And let the
pointing.
church say amen.
Amen. I can't. So listen, don't get on. If I post about DMX, don't get on my post talking about he shouldn't have been on drugs. You're gonna get blocked. I have the spirit of block. And I will block you. I will block you. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, so rest in peace, DMX.
Yeah.
2021. Listen up. I ain't got time. I keep saying this. Stevie Wonder said he moving over to Africa because he can't take this country no more. So I need y'all to put him in a bubble over there. Well, whatever country you moving to, I need him in a bubble. I can't do it. I just cannot. It's too much. It's too much. So I pray.
I think my favorite DMX song is gonna always be "Party Up."
Yeah, I love all of his. DMX, come on, child. I'm finna sit there. In a collab he do. It was a song that they did with a band. I can't even remember the guy's name, but DMX was on that song, baby. I used to bump that song. Do you understand what I'm saying? I love DMX. I just do. I love Earl. I love him. I love him. I love him. And maybe finally his soul can rest. Mm-hmm. And that's what I hope is that he has that peace that he's been searching for 50 years. So that's our show. I think I got a church announcement. I don't know if it made it to the slide or not. Heather, go to the next slide, hunty. All right. So listen up, y'all. I'm stepping out on faith, and this is not the right flyer, but that's all right. I'm gonna tell y'all where it's gonna be. May the 9th, which is Mother's Day, we are having Mamas of Comedy, Mamas Be Like, hosted by 2 Times, featuring Ashanti. Our headliner will be Latoya Tennille of the Comedy Junt, and we're also going to have Jay Audrell. I hope I pronounced her name right, as a featured artist. We're also going to have Flo the Butler as the bartender that's going to be there. There'll be food, there'll be drinks. We're also going to have massages on deck. The doors open at 7 o'clock. Showtime is at 8. This is going to be on, Smooth Living on Winchester Road. Make sure y'all head on over there. Smooth Living is an awesome restaurant. They have 2 locations here. The one on Winchester, and they also have
one on Riley LaGrange.
And the food is amazing. So make sure y'all check them out. If y'all need some help, y'all doing some cleanses and trying to get that body right for the summer peak on around the corner. We only got a couple more months before that happens. But make sure you guys check these ladies out. These are Memphis comedians and artists and people that are coming together to put this show on for you. The tickets are $25. Okay. So make sure y'all do it. And let me say this, as mothers, we spend time with our mothers on Mother's Day and try to make sure they have a nice Mother's Day. But I feel like we need to do for ourselves. So maybe you done been with your mama all day. Y'all done been to church. Y'all done had brunch. You done gave her gift. It's all good and dandy. So since that's the case, and that's what y'all do, come do something for yourself that night. Come on out and enjoy these fine comedians and artists. And come do something for yourself. It's gonna be a good show. I anticipate tickets selling out. Make sure y'all come and participate. Smooth Living is on at 1263 Winchester Road, and this is something that me and my friend Lily putting on for Mother's Day, and I'm super excited about it. I actually got to go to the Comedy Junt last night and check out a comedian from Detroit, and Latoya. Let me tell you about Latoya Tennille real quick. That girl want to see other people win, and she all right with me. I don't care what nobody say. You want to do a comedy show, girl? Okay, cool. Okay. So this is what you do. Come see this show. I'm gonna give you some complimentary passes. Come see my show. I'm gonna show you the breakdown. This is what you do. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. There go your show right there. You want me to headline? I got you. Come on, let's do it. I love her. I love her. She only wants to see other people win. She is the first Black female to have a comedy club here in the city of Memphis. So if y'all ain't got nothing to do on the weekends, y'all want to go see some people that make you laugh, and you don't want to deal with chuckles. Y'all, this is another alternative. So I just want to put that out there right now. So how can they reach you guys? Oh, hold on. Y'all got any announcements? Y'all got some specials? Anything going on?
No, I wanted to since we were talking about DMX though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see if I could share my desktop because I saw this picture circulating, and I was like, you know what's funny about this is I've had this on my desktop for 100,000
Oh,
years.
okay.
This graphic. Let me see if I can move. Hold on. Let me see if I can move that move everything over so you guys can see over here. But that's it right there. But that's actually my desktop. That's what's on my screen right now. That's one of my favorite.
You know what?
And these 3 kills.
How about I didn't even understand? I'm so slow. Okay. Because I seen it on your desktop. I was like, oh, this so cute. Look at they got the names and the different hairstyles and the this and the that.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite
Felicia.
pictures.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to move everything so you guys can see it. But like when I say it's one of my absolute favorite things when he started naming all the women.
Yes. About 3 Kims, LaTanya.
At least 3 Kims on there together.
What y'all really want from them?
Favorite.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Then
This
you got
is
the
funny.
one.
Now look at Rashida's picture. Y'all see Rashida's picture?
Hold on, the one with the bubble gum. I'm tripping off the one with the bubble gum.
Oh yeah, that's Cookie.
Go to Rashida though.
Rashida with her tongue stuck out.
With her tongue sticking out.
Hey.
Oh my God.
That's Cardi B.
Yes.
Okay.
It was the Rhonda and Rhonda and Donna and Yolanda and
Wanda. Yeah. Oh my God. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. That's funny because you on my desktop forever.
Ever. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Lori had on a bunny, y'all.
Baby, when they came up with all those different personalities and you see it like now it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense. So I've been seeing that circulating. I was like, man, that's been my desktop picture forever.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all ain't got no specials coming up, nothing for the summer?
No, I'm actually good to be honest. I'm gonna be relaunching Heather's Passion Academy on Instagram because something like my first Instagram account was disabled and they still won't tell me why. So you'll see in the coming months I'll be relaunching the Heather's Passion Academy page. One of the things that we'll be doing with Heather's Passion Academy is actually next month is May, and May is masturbation month. So I'll be putting out some new content, for masturbation month and everything, give you some good ideas and things like that. That's about the only thing I got going on.
Okay. All righty. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. So, Wendy, how can they reach you, ma'am?
Well, they can reach me at Facebook is Wendy Edingbourgh Smith. You have my Instagram at vlux76. And then as you can see on my website, it's www.marykay.com/WEDINGBOURGH.
All right, Heather, how can they reach you?
And like I was saying, these are all my sites here. Definitely go to HeathersPassionAcademy.com. I'll be doing some updates there as well. But YouTube and Facebook is Heather's Passion Academy. I'll, like I said, you'll see the relaunching of the Instagram page soon. When I'll have some new content regarding Masturbation Month, and also I'll be adding some other things on there as well regarding my own level of strawberry letter kind of situations, but not necessarily. Maybe
that's gonna be cute.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna call it.
And you can reach me on Facebook, Vicskeyas Faith More, Instagram at Vicskeyas Faith, and Twitter also at Vicskeyas Faith. You can reach us On Facebook, The Size Up. Instagram, The Size Up 2102. YouTube, The Size Up Official Podcast. And if y'all got any show ideas, you want to be featured on the show, you can email us at thesizeup2102@gmail.com. You also can listen to us, and one day we're going to get our lives in order and have all our stuff on the podcast. But you can listen to us on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and SoundCloud. So make sure you guys are tuning in. We got a lot of content on the podcast sites that you can definitely get caught up on while we try to get our life in order to get the other episodes uploaded. But make sure you guys check us out. We're here Sundays at 3:45. Here to give you content. We'll be back next week with more topics. I'm sure somebody's gonna do something stupid between now and then, and there was some stuff I did leave off this week. So we will be back next week. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.